Welcome to the Bubba Army YouTube channel. Lummy, how is this was your first weekend of being a dad?
Yeah.
And it sounds like it really didn't, put a chink in your armor or anything. You watched all the football games.
Yeah, I actually slept.
You seem rested. You're more rested than me, and I don't have a kid.
Yeah,
or an infant.
Ashley slept during the games, and I watched the baby.
No, hold on.
Just slept at night.
Yeah.
Now, when you say that you watched the baby, did you just put him like in its little holder deal there, or did you actually have him, hold him?
Yeah, the
I
baby
put
thinks
him in
the
a
baby,
box.
the baby thinks that Joe Buck's his real dad.
Yeah. I did both.
Uncle Troy Aikman.
Yeah, Troy Aikman and Joe Bucker is pops.
Who raised you? A guy named Joe Buck. I got raised kind of a real special way. I got raised through the TV. So my dad was the TV guy. I only saw him on Sundays, and my uncle was his buddy.
He speaks real clearly, though.
Yeah,
He does.
but man, they seem to know a lot about football. For some reason, they like to talk about it a lot. So, Lummy, do you have it in its little car carrier there, or or do you have it like actually holding it like a little baby?
I did both, but I fed him during the game, and then he pretty much passes out for about 3 hours.
I'd love to see Lummy's parenting video. Would you like?
Little Wilbur, you want some nachos? How about a chicken wing?
Hey, little Wilbur, don't poop until halftime. I'm real busy, okay?
Yeah,
I got a lot on this game.
How'd that go, Lummy?
He pooped on me.
All right.
On you?
Yeah.
What do you mean, buddy?
Oh, I was holding him, kind of like just walking around with him, and he gave out a grunt, and then it was so explosive it popped out of his diaper.
Lummy, don't drop the baby, okay?
Oh, no.
Please.
Well,
Don't get distracted and drop him.
No, babies have very loud and like forceful poops. I found that out.
You mean they'll go like?
Yeah, he did. He raised his arms and he goes, "Ugh," and I didn't know what he was doing, and then it came out.
You're like, oh my God, I just broke this baby. I'm gonna have to go. I'll wake up Ashley and see what this means.
Yeah. So, also, Lummy, if you're changing their diaper and they have an erection, they're about to pee on you.
Yeah, I got peed on too.
That's Lummy. That's when you put the hand, like it's a little Superdome over it.
Well, we have these have these teepees, PTPs.
No,
What's a PTP?
You don't worry about a
What's
PTP.
What's a PTP?
It's a little cup you put over the penis.
Whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Or you just put a little Superdome over it.
Yeah, or your hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Which I did, and it peed on me. So.
Well, listen, a little bit.
Better on your hand than your face.
Listen to me, Lummy. Lummy, a little of your own child's urine. Listen, as parents will tell you that your own child's poop and your own child's puke and urine, it shouldn't get you sick.
Yeah, let's ask Dan.
Well, Dan does.
Urine doesn't get you sick. Urine's sterile.
No, what I'm saying is
He means
like your
he never
baby
changed a
peeing on
diaper.
you compared to the homeless guy down the street peeing on you.
Both are fine.
All-
They are, Bubba.
hold on.
They're both fine.
All urine is stable? I thought it was your own urine to yourself.
No,
I'm not saying that physically they're not the same attribute to you. I'm talking about spiritually. Your kid peeing you. Yet another hijack. You guys, I'm going somewhere with it. You guys are like there just to get me all the boom. I know, Dan, that the homeless guy's urine and the baby's urine does the same thing to you, which is nothing. But I'm talking about metaphorically and spiritually. The homeless guy peeing on you or your kid peeing on you is fathoms and far apart. Would you not agree?
100%.
Okay, that's where I'm going with it. Can you guys please work with me? It's like you guys just sit there. I'm telling a story. I'm going with something, and you want to statistically bust my balls before I'm allowed to complete my thought. You guys hijack it. The urine from the homeless guy and your baby are the same, Bubba. I know, Dan, but it's not where I'm going with it. I'm going with it is I don't have a problem with my baby peeing on my face if I'm changing a diaper in an accident. I know that the baby's urine isn't more or less toxic than a stranger's, but it's just different. It's okay for your baby to pee on your face.
Right, the
It's not
experience.
okay for the homeless guy to pee on your face. Please, just let me go. Just let me stop. Not just you, everybody. Always stop. They always try to it's like you guys are Johnny fact checkers, and you just let me get it out, please. It's very frustrating. I'm still on the fence as to whether I'm going to do a podcast today. I'm just not feeling it. If that's the case, then Anna, you're welcome to do your little Honor Rails deal. If you're not ready for that,
Sure.
then we'll just do a best of something.
No. We can do off
So
rails.
if you want to do it, you can.
All right.
I'm not feeling the podcast.
Okay.
Hanging out with you guys any more than I have to.
Understood.
Lummy, you were talking about your circumcision and how the little Wilbur didn't even put it over. He was like,
Not
didn't
at
even,
all.
I mean, did he? He didn't even cry. And like, did you see any of it, or you
were not
just saw the
there.
after effects, or what?
I saw the after effects. I was not there, but the nurse said that he cried a little bit, but when he came back, he had some like swagger. So I mean,
That's what the nurses tell all the parents.
No.
He just cried a little.
he did, but then it was only 15 minutes later, and he came back in, and everything was okay. Like nothing happened.
The hospitals now have like a soundproof room they bring.
Exactly.
Could you hear him?
Yeah.
Could you
No.
hear him cry?
No.
They probably take him to another floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they take him far away.
Whole nother building.
Yeah, I mean,
Detention
those
center.
blood curdling cries can usually go right through concrete.
Yeah, but now when they like numb them up and stuff, I don't think it's as bad.
Yeah,
is it?
they said they numbed him up pretty well. So
Like, Dan, do they just shoot a little lidocaine right there at the top of the gland deal?
Right where it attaches to your pubic area.
I think like
Down
what,
by the shaft? I mean,
Yeah, the base of the shaft.
oh, really?
like what Dan was saying the other day,
Oh,
like
my
the worst
God.
part of it to the baby anyway is them being held down in that little
Yeah,
tray.
they don't like being strapped down.
Right. Which I
But
wish I
maybe-
had one of those trays for adults.
Maybe Lummy's baby likes being strapped down.
yeah, maybe.
His
Just
dad
like
likes
his dad.
to be, somewhat metaphorically strapped down.
They circumcised him face down.
Lummy's more of an on than a down.
Circumcised him face down.
That's
Like the
more
guy's
comfortable.
little wiener would even be able to, you couldn't even get it to hang down at all. It's just a little thing up there. The doctor had to go underneath it.
Yeah, it'd be like a car jacked up on a lift.
One of those massage tables.
Oh, my gosh.
So
Why
let me-
is it an infant? Gross.
So Lummy, they bring him back. Now, have you seen? He's obviously home now. Have they given you like how to take care of the circumcised penis wound?
Yeah,
technique.
they gave us a ton of like this little lotion to put on every time you change the diaper.
It's the lotion. So you're lotioning up a little Wilbur.
Well, you put it on the diaper. You put it on the diaper and then make sure it presses.
I'm
So
sorry,
I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not putting it on the
Not
baby's
lubing
penis.
up your kid.
No.
That's good.
So it just
It's like
sets
sunblock.
against it. It's like a little aloe.
Well, I got to think if you just took it, and you just dropped it on the wiener, and then just went like
yeah.
smeared it on.
Right.
Yeah, more of a smear than an application.
Yeah, I just put usually a huge glob in the diaper so it just rests in there.
I don't know necessarily that's probably the right thing either, Lummy.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what the nurses told me.
The huge
It's
glob
easiest way.
technique?
Yeah. So you make sure you cover it.
Is it like Silvadine or is it like
It's like
Neosporin?
It's like an aloe. It's like an aloe with Silvadine in it.
To keep it dry. Now, Dan, when a brand new baby's penis that's circumcised is healing, does it get scab? Like, is it like
You can
a
get like a little rim of a scab on the outside edge. Yeah, like a circle, like a ring, a scab ring.
like? But there's no sutures involved or anything like that, are there?
Usually not. They just use a clamp. Sometimes you use sutures. It
A
depends.
clamp? What do you mean a clamp?
It's like it's like two little circular plastic things that snap together.
Like a Elizabethan collar?
Yeah.
They collar up your penis?
Yeah, like an Elizabethan collar.
And
It's
they
pretty. It's a pretty good metaphor.
So they and so what does that do? Just make it so that it grows a certain way,
Yeah, it's
Like
kind of
the-
like it's like a splint. It holds it together.
right? So if you put like an Elizabeth, Lummy, does your kid got an Elizabethan collar on his penis?
Not that I saw. He's
Well,
just
I mean-
he's just all
But it heals
natural.
really fast, and the Jewish culture did it on the 8th day, and the reason they did it on the 8th
Well,
day.
the Jewish culture did a lot of things with regards to circumcision.
He started it.
I think the 8th day might have been the less of all the evils involved with what the moil does.
I don't even remember why. Why is that, Dan?
Why is it the
Eighth
8th
day.
day?
Because the clotting factors are higher than normal on the 8th day.
Oh, for
Ah,
real?
so it
They
heals
bleed
faster.
the least on the 8th day.
So back in the day, they figured that out?
Yep.
They're like,
Most of those traditions are based on real facts and knowledge and science.
Yeah,
it
like
doesn't make sense, but to
kosher.
us, and then you go back and realize why they did it on the 8th day, but they bled less. And back in the day, they didn't have like cautery.
or even Novocaine or anything like that.
Nothing. So they just
Well,
do it
I mean,
and deal.
there's lots of back in the day moil stories. And I mean,
There's today moil stories.
now does that? And I don't know necessarily we can talk about it, but does that stuff really happen for
What?
real?
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely. It all
what?
happens.
Urban lore is that the moil, who is like, isn't he like within the Jewish faith? Isn't he like a
That's
pastor
his job.
or a priest?
No, that's just his job.
It's a very important job in the Jewish religion, and they are tasked with just doing circumcision.
They're not a rabbi.
They're not there to listen to Mrs. Johnson tell you,
No.
Miss Epstein, how much of a bad weekend she had.
They're there.
Well,
they're there to snip.
Now,
and
is
kiss.
there any other religion that has that confession booth concept,
Just
or is that
Catholicism,
just
that's
just Catholic deal? I mean, think about each religion. Like, for instance, the Jewish religion has the moil tradition, and they have
That's all we got.
a bunch
Yeah.
of food rules and a bunch of fasting rules. I mean, boy, just on the surface, being Jewish seems pretty tough when it comes to eating. Like if you're a foodie, I mean, because there's a couple times within the religion you can't eat for a couple days, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a couple religions do that. You know, the Muslim religion has a few days of
Ramadan.
fasting.
I mean, listen, I want to be in a religion where we're not putting so much emphasis on dieting.
Well, you know, the Seventh-day Adventists have a very strict diet too. There's more than one religion that has very, very strict dieting rules. The Jewish dietary restrictions were also based on health concerns because back in the day, a poorly cooked pig would give you trichinosis.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah,
just like the meat and the milk thing. I think it would curdle the milk or spoil it if you cut it on the same block as the meat, because the bacteria.
Right.
So that's why you can't have meat and milk together within, I think it's like 12
So they
hours.
take, real life problems and turn it into, religious type deals.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To make everybody do it, right?
Correct. Yes.
Because one guy might not be so, if you're Jewish or you're in Israel or wherever you are living as a Jew, you may not take using the cutting board for the deal, very seriously. But if it's a religion, if it's part of your religion, then you're like, I got
They would cut it on wood slabs, and so the bacteria would just seep in and sit.
What now within religion? Within the Jewish faith,
yeah.
what is the one where you can't eat for a long time, where you have to fast?
Yom Kippur is just one day holiday. It's just from sundown to sundown, I think. It's just one day. It's not that bad.
It's a long day though.
The Hindus fast a lot.
6 to
Buddhists
6.
fast a lot. The Muslims fast. During Ramadan they can't eat or do anything during the day for a whole month. So
now, Dan, within your religion, man, have you ever gone to the confessional booth?
Yes.
What'd you confess?
You have?
Yeah. Growing up, that's the only option. They started doing face-to-face when I was like 15.
Oh yeah, I bet they did.
Yeah.
Face to face. Is that when they took the glory holes out?
Oh Christ! Literally.
So no, but you literally got to go there in this little booth, right? And he slide the door open.
Yeah, there's like a little screen.
And does he say?
So creepy.
Yeah, it's like think of the
He's
concept.
like probably touching himself.
You know he
listening to
is.
you talk.
He's setting fast time on a circumcision. So like Dan, how does it go? Does he? So forgive me. What are you supposed to say? Forgive me, Father.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been 15 years since my last confession.
Oh, you're supposed to tell him that?
Yep.
Is there a little format involved?
There's a little format. There's a little formality. Yes.
All right. So how's the format go?
You go in. You say, "Bless me, Father, for I have sinned."
Now hold on. Is there like 6 or 7 of these like phone booths? And you got to
There's usually a double on each side of the church. Back in the day when they used to do it this way, there was. So one guy would have like a stool with a swivel, and there'd be 2 different doors. There'd be 3 doors. The priest in the middle, and then he would alternate. Left side, right side, and that would make things.
But could he have one in the hopper, or one guy ready to go?
Yeah. So you could hear him kind of talking to the other person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if the guy? You're like, hey, I was in the far left booth, but I think Mr. Johnson was in the far right, and he said that he hooked up with the babysitter. So I don't even know. I don't even know who it was, but it sounded just like Mr. Johnson.
Forgive me, Father, I'm going to sin because I'm going to tell all my friends what that guy just said.
Yeah. Hey, Father, I was just in here for a touch-up deal, but for touch-up confession. But, man, the guy 2 doors down, buddy, woo, he seems like he's in a hot mess.
You have to say 100 Hail Marys.
Now, what will he – so –
you say, for these and for all my sins, I am truly sorry.
Okay.
Because the all my sins part's the kicker. That all the things I forgot to talk about.
So what if you just went there every week just to? I mean, you'd be like the most
cleared.
I mean, right?
And in the old days, they would.
And what gives him the right to clear me? Who gives him the right to?
The Catholic Church has entrusted the ability for a priest to speak through God, or the God to speak through the priest, to absolve your sins after you do a penance.
Now, would he give
to
you
bang your kids.
So, Dan, would he say something like, "Okay, I forgive you"? Like, how does it go once he forgives you and then gives you your assignment, like your 20 Hail Marys or something? Like, what does he do?
Go and sin no more.
But does he?
See you next week.
Okay, I want you to do. You'll say, okay, I want you to apologize to that person that you argued with. I want you to be nicer to your mom. I want you to say 10 Hail Marys, to our fathers, and an act of contrition, and go and sin no more.
Okay. See you next week.
Can I ask a question about confession? Is there any like rule where it says that the priest can break code if someone admits to like a murder or something?
I don't think he can.
No,
Or
they
you can't
cannot.
do it.
They cannot.
Even if he's like,
It's the
I just
seal of
raped
the
and killed
confession.
someone, the body's buried here, the priest just got to go like, all right, do 5 Hail Marys.
Yeah.
I got 3 kids underneath the porch.
What the priest would say is, part of your penance would be to turn yourself in.
Oh, he would say that?
He would tell you
Well,
to
he's
turn
like, I'm not
yourself
going to do
in.
that. Can you give me something else? What's plan B?
Yeah, I forgot that one.
You could have just said, for these and for all those sins I just neglected to mention.
And then you're
Put that in the
clear.
others.
Now, under what are they not allowed to say anything?
The seal of the confession.
I don't understand the question, Blitz.
Because like an attorney, you client attorney privilege. But if you tell an attorney, "Hey, I'm going to kill a guy," they're required to go to the law enforcement to say something.
I'm going to kill or I killed, I think, is the difference.
But they're not.
They are not. They have
Wow.
they have a
I wanna
they
be a
have a
priest.
true privacy clause for priests.
I
And
need
so-
some privacy.
Oh my God, for real?
Yeah, they don't have to say anything.
Yeah, it's called the seal of the confession.
Well, it started with the fact that they're doing a lot of bad things, and so they're like,
Right.
how can we turn somebody else
Interesting.
in?
But even legally, they have protection, you're
Yes.
saying?
Yes,
Wow.
they can't be
Now,
compelled.
Dan, did they have like an employee day where like the other pastors could come in and be like, "Hey, pastor, I just want to let you know I touched a 10-year-old last night."
They give each other confession. Yes.
You did.
Probably give each other other
I did.
stuff too, but they give each other
You
confession.
touched a 10-year-old? You did? Was
Me
it
too,
little,
last
was it
week.
little Johnny?
High five.
Because that's my guy. If it's little Johnny,
Hands
we got a
off.
problem.
Find your own
If it's a little-
10-year-old.
If it's a little Wilbur, whatever.
Oh, no.
Whoa.
Oh, no, I was just thinking of Wilbur. It's just a name, not necessarily Lummy's Wilbur.
Yeah.
I don't want your
Yeah,
kid.
there's plenty of little Wilburs.
Lummy, I'd like to go on record by saying I don't want your kid touched.
Thank you, Bubba.
Okay, I don't ask that on anything.
The only thing that there may be some controversy on in some states is if you talk to a priest about an upcoming crime or an imminent crime, and there's an acute risk
I
to
think-
a specific person, then they may be
Yes.
compelled to somehow notify law
That's what I was
enforcement.
wondering.
I think the rule is, like I said to you earlier, Blitz, and that is, I have done or I'm going to do. I think there's a lot to do with what the priest is legally bound by. If he said, I've done, and it's been committed already, then I think he can be secret. If it's, I'm going to go kill Dan Diaco today at noon, I think it's the priest's
So like a
obligation.
lawyer.
Right, a duty to warn.
Yeah, to warn. Because
And so psychiatrists have that same duty.
Right.
yeah. I mean, but they don't have to necessarily turn you in once you've done it. But if
Yeah,
you,
If you
if
admit
you
to
can-
it to them, no.
Yeah, if you confess, they don't have to say anything.
right, but if they can stop Dan Diaco from getting killed today at noon, then
They have-
then
they
they
should
have
do
to.
That's about
something.
what I thought.
One time, Brent Hatley, who by the way, Brent Hatley is going to be on the show with his wife Thursday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that should be great. We're going to get him on like the last 30 minutes of the regular show and then do the after show with Brent and Caitlin
Cool.
this Thursday. So for all you Brent Hatley fans. But one time Brent thought the feds were listening in on our phone calls. Well, one of my various things I've done in my life. It's hard telling which conundrum it could have been. But Brent called me and goes, Bubba.
Put your phone in the freezer.
I'm like, what? He goes, come to my house. Drive to my house. I got to tell you something in person. Okay, Brent. And regularly I wouldn't have driven to Brent's house unless we were under these very prosecutable circumstances.
Yeah.
Usually I'd be like, Brent, I'm not driving to your house. You drive to my house. But we were really in the mix. We were really in the middle of an FBI deal. So I drive to his house. He's like, I couldn't talk to you about this on the phone because I think our phones are bugged. I go, well, what do you mean they're bugged? And he goes, well, I think they're tapped. I go, well, how do we figure out whether they're tapped or not? And he goes, well, you can't, except there's one way. What would that be, Brent? And he goes, you're going to call me up and you're going to say that you're going to kill Jeff Linton tomorrow at noon. Now, the FBI, if they're listening, they're obligated to get a hold of Jeff Linton, who was Coco, by the way, Brent's best friend. And Brent already had set up, hey, Coco, if the feds call you, call me. Coco's like, what? He's like, if you get contacted by the FBI, call me and let me know. Why would I get contacted by the FBI? Well, because Bubba's going to call me and say he's going to kill you tomorrow at noon, but it's just, we're really not doing it. We're just going to see if the feds are listening or not, because they're supposed to come contact you immediately and let you know that your life's in danger. So that was, and I think, Dan, there's a little bit of truth to that. So I called up Brent. I go, Brent? He goes, what? I go, you know Coco, Jeff Linton? Yeah. I'm tired of what he's done. I can't take it anymore. I'm killing him tomorrow, maybe one or two. I swear to God, I'm shooting him in the head. I'm killing him. So I hung up, and then we just waited to see if Coco made us, if Coco called us, and Coco never called us. So we figured at that point, they're not listening, or they just knew that we were up to. One of the two.
What phone did he make that first call to Coco about?
He didn't. He talked to Coco in person.
Oh, okay. So it was a true test.
He talked to Coco in person. He talked to me in person. Then he had me call his number, Brent, and threaten Coco's life. And Brent's mindset, or Brent's lawyer book said that they had to have called Coco and let him know that they've gotten chatter on his safety. And he must, he's been warned. I think that's really does how it works. I don't know if they were really taping. I don't think they were taping our phones, to be honest with you. I know that.
Well, I mean, we had some guy that was, threatening us, and they didn't do anything about it. And there's multiple threats.
Dan, we don't matter. It doesn't.
But Coco matters.
No. We don't matter at all. Like they could literally, a guy could call up Channel 13 and be the lead story and said, I'm going to kill Bubba the Love Sponge tomorrow at noon.
You're not getting that call?
I'm not getting any protection or nothing. No. In fact, Fox 13 starts building a piece that indeed I did get killed.
Julio Gomez is out there with a giant arrow. Says he's right here.
Yeah. Channel 13 gives my coordinates. If you want to kill Bubba, who's already been threatened to be killed, go right here. It's where he's living.
We have a new app. It's called the Real-Time Bubba Tracker.
Yeah. Who did the best of?
The previously?
Yeah. Was that you?
Egg Pimp 2,000 bits. T-shirt Will with 1,000 bits. So I did.
What's that? Lummy, can we have a discussion?
Oh.
That was horrible. Like, it was like more of a visual thing. You got to understand, we're in the audio business, my friend. So, you can't, when we're doing a best of, it has to be audibly funny, not necessarily need a visual. You know what I'm saying? I just thought that, does anybody else thought that best of wasn't very funny? It was kind of stupid? Or am I just being overly critical? I'm actually in a pretty good job. I picked up a hitchhiker yesterday.
Really?
What?
You what?
Did you hook up?
No. Dan, just hold on. Wait till you hear this story. And I will tell you this. She was a woman, and she was hot, but she was real granola, if that matters, if that means anything.
So, as long as she showers.
Well, Dan, I mean, it just...
Bubba, you don't pick up strangers.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. How old was she?
35.
Oh, perfect.
So anyway, listen.
On as a smoke show with 1,000 bits.
The only thing that I could not, I just didn't have the opportunity to videotape it because it would have made it would have made a nice gesture into a creepy situation if I got my phone out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, unless you're getting numbers.
Well, but I wasn't. Like, it wasn't one. I'll tell the story here in a minute. But let me back to my original. In fact, the previous line, I've already deleted it because it was so horrible. Or is there anybody else that thought it wasn't really that funny?
Well, it was alluding to something that you would have had to listen to the whole show yesterday to understand.
Right.
So I get what you're saying.
But Lummy, you're trying, right, buddy? And you got a new kid, and I can't get on you because you're the most you're the most popular guy in the history. Well, other than Ned.
Well, you can get on me. I mean, I take your criticism.
All right, you ready?
Heart.
Your previously on was horrible.
Okay.
You just said you can get on me, right?
Yeah,
well, to be fair, Lil Wilbur did pick it out.
Yeah, well,
he did.
So, yeah.
Stupid baby.
Blitz. I mean, did you hear it and thought,
Yeah, I mean, it was okay, but yeah, you had to know in context what it was about.
So let me, try to take a little pride in that if you could, or we don't even have to do it anymore, I guess.
No, I trust me, I take pride.
No, but I'm saying, like, if it's taking too much of your time.
No, it doesn't.
Well, I mean, I think it might, because that last one was horrible.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was the last one. I mean,
But usually when something's horrible, it's because you're not taking your time. You're just blipping, cutting and pasting some, 31 seconds of a yippee-yo. I mean, you have to really, really, really be in tune with the program in order to be able to clip out. Like, why did you think that was the high spot of the show? And, well, you know what? Maybe I owe you an apology because maybe that's the only funny part of the program because I sucked up the program so much.
I thought the program yesterday was pretty funny overall, and I don't know that was the funniest moment of the program. I understand at the time it was funny because we had all the context of the show around us, and then by itself, though, it's kind of a stranded island.
Kind of like sometimes Dan when he just lays it all out there like that. It really saved me a lot. Thanks, Dan. Seriously, that's exactly what I wanted to say, but I don't know if I could have said it that good. That's exactly what I want to say. At the moment when that thing ran, it was great. But by itself, the next day, 32-second Willies, it doesn't make any sense at all.
No, well, I have to cut it down to the 32 seconds.
Well, yes, Lummy, you do. But you got to find the best 32 seconds, buddy.
I was looking for him yesterday, and that was the biggest pop you had yesterday for yourself.
But it's not a
Lummy, you're a bitch. Say my line.
No.
Lummy.
Okay, but you guys need to be more funny, so I have a better previously on.
See, you got to pop.
Lummy.
Don't be such a bitch next
Now
time.
you can use this for tomorrow.
Lummy.
Yes.
It's not about how hard I laugh at myself. It's about how hard I might overly laugh at myself because I'm a little full of myself and I'm trying to hard sell how much this thing sucks with a fake laugh on the front side. Because I got suck on the back side.
Well, but those are the notes I make, though. I always have my little notes, and when you pop really hard on yourself, I make those notes and then go for the previously.
Obviously, there's a flaw in that system, Lummy.
Yeah.
Okay?
I want you to re-pop on yourself the next morning.
Well, I'm just saying, Lummy, me popping on myself, I want to be able to, I want the other people to pop. That'd be like if you're having sex, Lummy. It's okay to pop on yourself, but you want your partner to pop too, don't you?
Yeah, but if I got you feeling good, then
the audience is my partner, and if they're not popping, I'm over here just going to town on myself, popping here and popping there. They don't want to watch me pop.
Yeah, but if I got you popping, then I'm okay. If you're feeling good,
maybe he had pop remorse.
Well, yeah, whatever. Just let me try.
I will.
Let me try to let me dumb this down a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
I can even do sign language. Let me make it funnier.
Okay.
Hey, Bubba, do you know it is working?
What?
And it is popping? Your hair. You look great today.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, my God.
Did you go
dude.
to the gym?
You look
'Cause-
awesome.
No,
I don't
he's
know about
been
the
washing
gym,
his
dude.
hair with
I'm
his
just talking about
thing.
pure hair on visual looks perfect.
Ugh.
Thank you
That
so
looks
much.
really good, dude.
Thank you.
You
Have
look
you been using that shampoo stuff?
sexy,
That-
fabulous.
I've been
I want you
using-
to pick me up hitchhiking.
I want you.
a little bit darker.
I've been using a little bit of pomade from Blitz, the R. Kelly kind or whatever it's called, J. Crew.
Can I get you in jail?
R. Kelly.
I got the J. Crew. Got the J.
segue.
Crew pomade, and then I
It's
got
good. It's 13 years old.
the sports gel that I got.
That works great.
I put the sports gel in, then I do the pomade Willie, and then I've been just trying to go natural, not wear a hat as much, But by the end of the day, my hair looks good now. But by the end of the day, it looks like HR puffing stuff. Like it kind of looks like it like the wet look goes to the I blew my hair out with a blow dryer look, and I don't like that.
Wet turns puffy if you touch it too much.
So by the way, I had to take my friend Larry to the airport. Yeah, I'll get into all of that. But by the time I saw the hitchhiker, maybe one of the reasons why she wasn't interested in me is because I probably was as old as her father, and my hair was a little puffy. Other than that, she probably would have been all over me.
Probably.
Would you?
That was a big pop. Let me write it down.
Yeah, Lummy. I don't know, Lummy. Let's just take a little more pride in our previously on. That one was horrible, but I'm just having a conversation with you to make the show better, okay, buddy?
Yes,
Not
sir.
trying to get any heat with the new father over there. All right, so yesterday I don't know if I should tell my story until we at least have 1,000 Twitchers on.
We had over 2,000 yesterday.
Did we have over 2,000?
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
Yep.
I did not know that.
You were like heavy in a story, so I didn't interrupt you. But yeah, we had over 2,000 for a while.
I went and saw my mom yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Nice.
So, yeah, I don't know if I can tell my hitchhiker story because it's really kind of a cool story. And I should be punished for not having any of it on video.
Yeah, but like you said, dude, if you pick up a hitchhiker and then bust out a camera, it starts getting creepy really fast.
Well, unless you explain who you are.
Yeah, but that's creepy too. Like, hey, I just want to let you
know
know
who I
I'm
am?
Bubba the Love Sponge. By the way, this girl was from Asheville, is it North or
Yep,
South Carolina?
North Carolina.
She was from Asheville, North Carolina, taking the direct Allegiant flight. It's $100. Yeah, well, the little bit of information I got. By the way, I dropped her off, Blitz, right in front of the Home Shopping Club.
Oh, okay.
Or the Home, is it Home Shopping Network?
Yeah.
HSN?
Yep.
I dropped her off right there so she could pick up $275 on the hitch.
Oh.
Nice.
I mean, I'll give you more. I mean, when we get over, I got 711 people. I just can't pop this high spot of a Bubba picks up a female hitchhiker, granolaed out from Asheville, North Carolina, with less than 1,000 people.
What would you?
Please, what do you think? I'm a little whore picking up dollar bills with my vagina?
What would you rate her out of 1 in 10?
I would. Well,
As hitchhikers.
see, she's on the granola scale. So there's a little bit different.
Okay, so on the granola scale of a 10 granola, actually a 10 granola is Gabby Petito.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
She's
Yes.
a 10 granola.
All right, then this was an 8 granola.
Wow,
pretty
that's
good.
strong, dude.
If Gabby,
Take her camping.
If Gabby is a 10 granola, this girl is an 8 granola, and she didn't know anything about Gabby. So when I picked her,
Did you start telling her about
Did you
it?
ask her?
yes, I did.
Oh, that's grief.
Just wait till you hear this story. Yes. I said to her, do you not know how dangerous this is? The biggest story in America right now is a girl from this area that went on a cross-country trip with her boyfriend, and she's dead, and he's at large. She's like, really? Like, I don't even know that she...
Wow.
So does she know who the president was?
This bitch was so granola that she didn't even know about the Gabby Petito story. Nothing.
Did she had a
but-
phone, right?
Hey, yeah, she did. Hey, Dan, maybe that's our kind of girl. She's not really, up to speed on much, just about looking hot and being granola.
Yeah,
By
that's
the
all
way,
she cares
she had
about.
no bra on either.
Of course, I'm
not.
telling you.
And
She had hairy armpits?
no, and she pulled off like she was kind of like Anna, like little. She was natural.
Bananas?
No, she was like a little bigger than Anna, but had a nice little slope on her.
Oh,
Boy, Blitz, I just want to tell this story.
I can tell.
I mean,
It's
we're almost
great.
at 800.
Yeah.
yeah, I can't tell the Bubba picked up a hitchhiker story until we get over 1,000. I'm stuck. It says mine's stuck at 711.
We got 796.
796.
Yeah, the back end takes a while to update sometimes.
Okay, cool. The things that I get myself into, I don't even like.
What made you stop?
What? Give you what? Give me what you want.
What made you stop?
So, as you know, my best friend from Warsaw, Indiana, Larry Plummer, came down late Friday and went back Monday, and he stayed with me. Larry's my very best friend. I've known him since kindergarten. If anybody listens to the show, you know who Larry Plummer is. Mm-hmm. Larry Plummer's my all-time greatest friend from Warsaw, Indiana. I met him in my kindergarten year, and we've remained best friends all of our lives.
That's awesome.
He makes it down a couple times a year here, and I try to make it up to Warsaw to see him a couple times each year. So there was this Blitz, there's this really cheap Allegiant flight that he found last minute out of Fort Wayne.
Yep.
And the hours of flight aren't necessarily optimal, but whatever. So he flies in late Friday. We go to Ocala. He stays with me late Friday night. Then goes to the track with me on Saturday, all day Saturday. Then we get back Sunday morning, watch football all Sunday afternoon. He sleeps in yesterday until after my Roger Stone show. I go pick him up. Then we go to my mom's house because he wanted to say hi to Janie Cakes because he was flying out yesterday, Blitz, like at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
I had to have him at the St. Pete Clearwater Airport by like 3:45 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because even domestically, they want you there 2 hours early now. Did you know that?
Yeah, they've always kind of wanted that, but
Yeah, but man, you could used to roll up like literally 45 minutes. If you're going through the gate 45 minutes, you'd be great. But now they want, and Larry's,
well, don't forget with the Legion, there's no gate. You walk on the tarmac and up the stairs.
Yeah. And Larry is, you don't understand, Larry's super old school by the book, so like, you can bet he was there, 2 hours and 15 minutes early.
Of course.
Right. So we're driving there, and I drop off Larry, give him a big hug. It's literally just curbside Willie. And I got my F-150 with me, and I'm pulling out of the St. Pete Clearwater Airport. And there's a sidewalk on the right-hand side. It like goes by rental cars or something like that. And I see this chick. She's kind of tall. She's by about 35. She's all by herself, and she's literally has her hand old school hitchhiking. Literally. And I'm like, I passed her, and I'm like, is she hitchhiking? And I go, I hit my brakes, and there was no cars behind me. So I backed up, and I rolled my window down, and I said, are you hitchhiking? And she goes, yes. And I go, well, where are you going? And she says, I'm going to Sarasota.
Me too. Now.
No, I'm like, now, mind you guys, it's 3:45 blitz, and I have
that's halfway through 246.
Well, yeah, and so it's 3:45, and I just got my Moderna shot, and one of the side effects is, by the way, I had my whole weekend schedule was completely blown. I was staying up till 4 in the morning, you know, just a bunch of stuff, and yesterday, I needed to get back on my regiment. I needed to get to bed early. I needed to get on my 246. Because Blitz, my 246 had been blown for 4 days, and I got to get back on it. You know,
Right.
I'm very much a creature of nature. Or I'm a nature of...
Creature of habit.
Whatever, yeah. I am a creature of nature.
I'm a nature creature.
Or a nature of creature.
Lummy's a nature creature.
I'm
You're
a creature of habit. I'm a creature of habit. I really am. I really, really am. And I think the older that I get, the more set on my ways and more creature of habit I become.
Yeah.
Yeah, like your parents.
Yeah. Shut up.
God.
Just people become like their parents.
No, I literally was talking about this yesterday.
So I go to her. I say to her, do you know how dangerous it is for you to... Now, I've got my back window rolled down. She's in the back. She's not in yet. I go, do you know how dangerous it is? You got to be careful. I said, I can't take you to Sarasota, but I can take you to the on-ramp that takes you to Sarasota. And she's like, well, that'd be real cool, man. Like she was like a hippie chick.
Right.
She had dark hair, but it maybe looked like it hadn't been washed for a few days. And she had the sides of her hair kind of shaved. And she had a couple piercings, but she had good teeth. She had a great body, and she didn't have a bra on.
Was it kind of like a mullet you're describing?
Yeah, kind of.
She had a gun in her bag, though.
Well, I mean,
ready to rob you at any moment.
Blitz, don't think I didn't know where my gun was.
Yeah,
because
modern day shootout.
No, but I had my gun in my center console. Like, you know, Blitz, I'm only.
Okay.
I mean, she's in the back though. She could have put one right through me.
Right.
So, I tell her, I said, listen, I can get you to the highway that takes you to Sarasota, but I can't take you to Sarasota because I'm thinking, Blitz, I would like to take her to Sarasota, but I'm not going to get back till 6 o'clock.
If you're lucky with all that traffic.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm thinking, God, this will be the greatest content ever because she's kind of cute. She's kind of hippie. You know, she's like, you know, I'm like, so she gets in the back. So I'm driving down the road. I'm getting ready to pull out. I go, so don't you realize how dangerous? There's so many weirdos in this state. You need to be careful for real. And I said, what are you going to do when I drop you off at the ramp? And she's like, I'm just going to get on the highway and just, you know, I know there's a big bridge. And I go, yeah, there's a big bridge and you can't walk across it. Like, they won't let you walk across it. They will not, because people jump. She's like, yeah, man, I heard people jumped off it and stuff. I'm like, so I'm like a little verklempt here. I don't know what to do. So I'm like, well, who are you going to see down in Sarasota? And she's like, I'm going to see a student of mine.
What?
I'm like, what do you mean a student? She goes, it's a female, and I'm going to see one of my students from 3 or 4 years ago. And I'm thinking, oh, man, I can't figure this out at all. What's going on here?
Is she a massage therapist?
I don't know. So I go, so you're going to Sarasota, or do you have a place to stay? She goes, yeah, my friend's got like a little beach, you know, thing. It's a half a bedroom efficiency, and I got an air mattress. Like, and then she goes on and tells me that she's hitchhiked across America. Like, what's that sound? I thought I heard some glass or something falling. Lummy, was that you? Was that you coughing, Lummy?
No, I didn't cough.
I don't think anybody moved.
Oh, I'm hearing.
We're perplexed with your
I
story.
got this granola bitch in my head.
Yeah.
So then I tell her, so we're getting ready to pull left, and I figure I'm gonna drop her off right by the Home Shopping Club Blitz because.
Yeah.
Or the Home Shopping Network, because there's a stoplight right there. She actually suggested it. She's like, if that's the ramp up there, man, let me off at this stoplight here, because that way somebody could just pull over. Like she had the hitchhiking game down.
Sure, yeah. She's
Right.
obviously done it before.
Yeah, and she's like, you don't want to be on the ramp, man, because sometimes the cops will get you on the ramp. I'm like, okay. So we're at the stoplight there, and I go, do you know that the biggest story in America right now is a girl named Gabby Patino, and she's from where you're going, near Sarasota, and she got killed by her fiance
Allegedly.
that was traveling around, kind of a hitchhiking kind of deal. She's like, well, man, usually everybody I get super cool. I could catch a good vibe for, like she's telling me she could read people. Well, she probably could. She probably could. Mm-hmm. So she says, I checked Uber, but it was $109 from where she was going. From the St. Pete airport.
I'm sure.
All the way to Clearwater.
Was
I mean,
$109, and I'm assuming she's not got a lot of money on her. She didn't seem like she didn't seem like she was loaded. I mean, she's hitchhiking. How much money can you have, right? So as we were getting ready to pull over, I said, "Well, check Uber right now from this location, and what does it say?" And it was $40. Well, $38. Now, I don't know how the Uber price went from 100 to 38
No kidding.
in 3 miles, but it did. Maybe if you're
It's
at
the
the
prime
At the
around
airport.
the airport.
They stick you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just because she was like now 3 miles from the airport, that probably lowered the price because she showed me on her phone. Mm-hmm. I go, so how much would it be to Uber, from here? And she's $38. I go, well, here. So I gave her $40, and I said, here, Uber. So she hit the Uber app when I dropped her off, and it said a guy was. Now she could have very well put it in her pocket and got picked up by Big Hands John down the road. I don't know, but she at least showed me what the Uber price was going to be and called for an Uber.
Okay.
Right there in front of Home Shopping Network.
That was responsible.
And I said, okay, well, listen, her name was Meredith. I go, Meredith, nice to meet you. And please be safe. There's a lot of weird people here that don't have good intentions. Look up Gabby Patino. That's exactly where you're going. And it's just bad, hitchhiking. So that's my hitchhiking story.
Oh, no.
I wish I would have had video of it. It would have been great.
I
but
know, even just a picture.
I
want to see this granola 8.
She was pretty hot, man.
Was there any in your mind that, maybe it was like going to be kind of like a porno that you watched when you picked her up,
No, I mean, why do you got me doing pornos? I mean,
you know what I mean?
like if
You
she
picked
would
up some girl, and all of a sudden it'd be
hold
like
on,
the girl from Tiger King.
now listen, if she would have, I was being a complete gentleman. But if she would have, like if
Instead of rubbing your leg or something?
well, I mean, if she would have initiated something or like given me some type of indicator, I don't know where we would have gone.
Over
I would take her to the Keys. That's fine. Keys? I'm going to the Keys as well.
Because my apartment, is from the Home Shopping Network is pretty far. Plus, I got Tyler that lives with me.
Yeah.
Security guard Tyler.
Hey, Tyler. Hey, Dad. What's the new girl? Oh, Tyler, she's a hitchhiker. Don't worry about it. I mean, I don't know that you can tell your son I'm bringing home a hitchhiker.
Oh, you just did. He works here.
Tyler, what would you have? Never mind. I'm not even going to turn your mic on. We're in fear of what might come out. I was going to say, Tyler, what would you do if I brought home a hitchhiker? I don't necessarily know if I want his answer. It might be too real to the game, cousin.
Well, Daddy, let me tell you.
Let me tell you, Daddy, that ain't nothing different from the stripper you brought down a couple weeks ago, Daddy. For the record, Tyler, you have lived with me for well over a year and a half. Will you testify that I've never brought a stripper to the apartment?
Not a stripper, no.
No, because you always say they work at Walmart.
I don't know why girls at Walmart got high heels and glitter on their boobies.
She's a mortgage broker.
Lummy, I think today's YouTube video is you and Tyler and some back behind the scenes kind of deal, something that you guys shot.
Oh, sweet.
Did you see the Anna Cribbin one? Did you guys like that?
Yeah.
And then I think Anna stealing food, I don't know, I think Jackson busted her doing some, I just announced no more food, and then she starts eating food.
I
And
snuck
that's-
a nut.
No more.
You were sucking a nut?
Snuck a nut.
Oh.
Could you clarify that, please, Bubba? The no more food rule. Just so I want to be compliant. I don't want to get in trouble.
Well, I just no eating while we're on. Hot mic's fine, but no eating when we're on air.
Okay,
Unless it's a Pringles taste test.
Right. So when the red light's on the mic, no eating.
Yeah, there you go.
If you're eating during a hot mic and he comes back and does an endorsement or something, and you have like another bite or two, fine.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Or a parody plays. You can eat during the parody.
Yeah.
I know the rules.
Thank you. Well, you don't, but that's fine.
Okay.
You know the rules. You
I
know
just
what,
didn't
Anna,
comply with them.
with your Air Bubba little sexy ass shirt on.
Yeah, look at how
You know
sexy
the
this
rules,
is.
but you don't always abide by them.
That's fair.
Yeah. And by the way, during the hot mic, the latest discussion was, and I had to actually rule for Anna here.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's no question.
Dan's like,
Stupid.
I bet you. Everything's a competition with Dan, first of all.
Everything, of course.
Everything.
Yeah.
And so Dan, out of nowhere, goes, I'm telling you right now, if we were to hitchhike, I'd get picked up before Anna. And we're like, Dan,
No.
no, you wouldn't.
I think Dr. Dan would get picked up.
Dan's like, I'll tell you one thing, I have 20s out that I'm making it rain 20s. You know, still, Dan, if we were to put Anna in a cute little outfit with a backpack, and her hair's in a ponytail or braids with a little hat, and those little nice, booty shorts that she wears.
She could just be wearing regular ass clothes.
Not only would she get picked up, there'd be 7 cars ready to, lined up in case
Yeah,
the first
Dan.
The contest was not defined that way. The contest was wearing what she normally wears into the studio, like what she's got on today,
That's fine.
and what I would normally wear into the studio, which is my same slacks,
I'm
but with
telling
a
you right
button-down
now.
shirt. I
I'm
guarantee
telling you
I
right
get picked
now,
up first.
I'll
2 out
take
of 3
both of
times.
you guys right now to 275.
No, I don't wanna do this.
I'm not really going to.
Oh.
Dress the way you are, and she gets picked up more than you, Dan. I'm just saying.
Okay.
If I got an opportunity to pick up some slick Guido dude or some, decent other girl, I'm gonna pick up her.
The only thing that Dan said that might help him out there is when he said he has nice slacks on,
Yeah.
because that might help him like quite a bit. If you just had like shorts, that's regular shorts.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that.
Can I
I'm just
tie
saying-
my shirt
I
into
know,
a midriff? Can I tie my shirt into a midriff?
Yes.
Okay, well then I win.
Yeah.
bitch.
Okay.
No, I think those creepo guys would think that you're kind of setting them up. So I think Dr. Dan would get picked up first.
She's like a cop
No.
trying to be
She
a
looked,
hooker.
yes, exactly
Right.
like a cop. It's too easy. Why would she be hitchhiking on the side of the road?
Hey,
It's too
I'm telling you
cute.
right now, the chick that I picked up yesterday, Granola Meredith, she was attractive enough to, but you could tell she wasn't a cop because she was like real
High.
granola. No, I don't think she was high. I don't.
Your impression of her makes
She
it
is
sound
now.
high.
She had $40.
Well, no.
That's a lot of crack.
But I will tell you, man, she was summoning the Uber. When she showed me what the rate was, I said, I just at the stoplight said, so what's the Uber say now? Because I was going to drop her off. I was going to go through the light, make her and get on the right in that right lane there,
Right.
which is before the ramp. And I said, what does the Uber say now? And she said, it's down to 38. That's not how she really talked, but that's how I'm emulating her.
Okay.
I love the invitation.
I'm like, well, here, summons it, and she hit it, and then you know how it shows you where the nearest car is and how
Yeah.
it's coming. Well, the guy was like 3 minutes away,
Yeah, when she confirmed it.
and she in it. So I see the guy on her screen, the little car coming, and I gave her 2 $20 bills, and I said, listen, man, I know you're gonna get, you cannot be walking across the Sunshine Skyway. You can't hitchhike across the I'm just saying.
Was she grateful for the money?
She was so cool. She's like, oh man, that's you don't have to do that. I was like, whatever.
Take off your pants.
I didn't take off your pants. And how about? I did notice. So she was. I think granola chicks don't like wearing bras. Like
Nope.
I think
They don't.
and she was. She was not very large, Anna, but she was pulling it off.
Large on top or just large in general?
She was not. I mean, she was. Probably like 100. You're talking about like overall. She was probably like 100 and maybe 25 or 30 pounds.
Okay.
A little bit taller, but her boobs were supernatural.
Okay, bigger than mine?
Yes. And she had kind of like a little halter top on, so when she bent over to get her bag,
It's loose.
you could kind of see him swinging a little bit.
Yeah.
It's perfect granola.
Yeah, she just straight
Perfect
granola.
Granola outfit.
I don't even know that.
blouse.
I don't even know that granola girls are really into sex. You know what I'm saying? Like
They are.
Well, have you been with one before?
In my life, yeah. They're just as into it as anybody else, if not more. They could become more spiritual about it. It becomes more of an event. It's not just like,
man, you're really blowing my mind. You know what I'm saying? Wow.
everything focuses
I
on
really was going to have sex with you, but we need to burn some sage first.
Yeah.
get the demons out.
I know you pay for my Uber, but you got any sage, man. We got to get the demons out of here. Yeah, but here's the deal, man. If her hair looked a little unkempt, which it did, then, I got to think that she...
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
dude.
very
She ain't
much-
shaved. Tell you what.
I'm
the
very
granola-
much... I'm not worried about shaved. I'm worried about just overall cleanliness.
Yeah, so
Smell.
I am so...
So musty? You
I don't
want
want
the
to say.
musty?
I don't want to say.
Danced.
I don't want to use the word anal, but I am very anal over personal hygiene. Like
As
if
you
there's
should be.
any type of smell to it at all, me or you. Like I'll go down. I mean, you know us guys. We go down there and check. Right? You grab it, you flip it around a little bit, and you give yourself. I mean, don't even try to hang me out as the only guy that doesn't grab your junk and then didn't smell your hand.
Of course.
Right.
I mean, Blitz, you're gonna step up as a man and.
Oh, you're talking about yourself. I didn't know you said flipping it around. I'm like
No.
you're grabbing a girl and flipping it around.
No,
I
when
misunderstood.
you're checking your own cleanliness,
Yes, yes.
You grab a hold of your penis, you give it a few bam bams, and then you give it, don't you? Or am I
all
the
you
only-
got to do is do one little stroke between the scrotum and the thigh.
Yeah, that's all you do.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the money shot.
Yeah.
You just see, even Blitz, who doesn't want to admit it, you give yourself a little check.
Everyone does.
You give it a little adjustment, and then you go, and you know how musty or if you need to take a shower. If there's any smell at all for me or the person I'm going to be with, I'm out.
Yeah.
No way.
I'm out.
Have you ever told a girl like, you smell?
No, I've never done that. But
He's out afterwards.
You just
He
don't.
leaves
No, you just
afterwards.
don't do something.
Oh, you just stop.
Well,
You
no,
don't
no.
say. Well, I guess if you're in a relationship, you can say, "Hey, why don't you take a shower?" I've done that
Well,
before.
first of all, I'm not in a lot of relationships, and two, the ones that I have been, of course, I would say, go wash that.
That pee,
Wash your ass.
Yeah, just
dirty
go.
C.
But no, I don't tell a girl go wash that pee, you dirty C.
Why not?
It's not a Dr. Seuss deal, okay?
Look at me. Wash my pee.
Any woman that I would
C.
be with would not even bring me listen. Any woman that I would be with wouldn't even bring me a dirty pee because they know. I mean, I've established that I have zero tolerance for a dirty pee.
Right. So they're prepped and ready to go.
Yeah.
I
'cause
mean,
he's got
nothing
the-
brings a party down to zero than a dirty pee.
So you got a clean D.
You got the clean D for the
Oh,
clean
up
pee.
in this G.
I promise you, my D is pristine. I'm not saying impressive,
It sparkles.
but cleanly, yes.
Yeah.
Sparkles.
Right. Anna, I mean, Lummy, to me, it seems like you could maybe potentially have the most unkept pubic region.
Yeah, you're pubish.
Yeah.
area.
I mean, out of
It
all
looks
of us,
like that area that they're looking for the kid in.
The
You gotta-
swamp.
Dude, it looks like his hair on his head.
It's got a Brian Laundry search search
warrant.
forest
Yeah, you need
in his crotch.
You need 4-wheelers and drones to
Like
get
I'm just
there.
saying,
It's the Everglades
He
down
need a
there.
swamp buggy.
like Lummy, unless I
Nasty.
do a Bubba Sassoon, your beard's unkept,
Yeah.
your hair's unkept, your chest hair is unkept, your arm hair is unkept. I gotta think, if we were to say, Lummy, it's a direct order, although I would never say this and make you do it. Pull your pants down all the way and let us check about what you got. I guarantee you're probably the most unkept.
I kept it like a well manicured lawn.
Really?
Hold on.
Yeah.
You keep it or you kept it?
I keep
Because
it.
you said you kept it.
Like right now, if I was to pull my pants down right now, I probably got, a little bit just like shaving stubbles. And my pubes probably got I haven't probably shaved my pubes in 2 or 3, 4 days,
yeah.
Yeah.
and so I probably got some stubble.
Yeah,
But
me
that's
too.
it.
That's fine.
I got
Right.
like a 1 or 2 right down
Lummy,
there. Just right down.
Lummy,
I don't believe that for a second.
you got Busch Gardens, a dark continent down there.
Cheetah
Don't
run.
lie, don't lie, buddy.
He's looking for the cheetah run.
Like, don't lie, buddy. Like,
It's-
if I was to
it's
make,
all the same.
if I was to go privately and say, okay, let me see it, so that I can tell the story on the air, what would it be like right now? Just be honest to Daddy. Come on now.
You could take a peek.
Yeah.
I don't want to take a
Right
peek.
now.
No, I mean, let me-
right
I mean,
now.
I might have Dan take a peek because he's a doctor and he could
Right.
be peeking as a doctor.
Right, I
Doctors
could do
have
a
never done
medical
anything
peek.
bad.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would look
Humana's going to send him another letter.
Yeah. Dear Dan Diaco, your peak of the pubis mound is well outside of the scope of your doctorness.
Your practice.
We've not seen that you have pubic hair reduction as part of your services that you. Well, I guess you
He
do.
does laser.
Yeah, you do
Yeah.
laser. Yeah.
I tell you who doesn't have stubble.
Who?
Danny D.
Yeah. Well, you clean.
Oh yeah,
Me too.
perfectly.
I mean, like
Landry's head. That's smooth.
Oh, God.
You keep up on it. I keep.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
I try
2
to.
hours
Full
ago.
of mud?
2 hours ago.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I
mudded.
do mine about once a week, usually on Sunday nights. I don't think I did it this Sunday, so I'll be trying to,
And you do it on your balls too?
yeah.
That's the only place I actually shave. That and like
I shave my balls, and then I shave all around it.
Yeah.
And then I shave my pubis, and then I have nothing.
See, I trim that part.
And I try to get down by my BH, but my arms are too, not very long.
Sometimes you got to pluck there.
Your arms are too not very long.
It's hard to shave that.
Pluck.
Yeah, pluck
I
your
never
BH.
pluck my ass
You
hairs.
pluck your butt.
Oh my God! I would go through the ceiling.
How do you pluck them?
I just use duct tape.
Oh, you use
I
your
don't know.
fingers?
Yeah, with the fingers in the shower.
Ew! Is it worse than nose hairs?
No, it's better than nose hairs. Nose hairs hurt. These just wake you up.
I just got that
Hold
vision.
on.
Sorry, wake up in the
He
morning.
actually gets in the shower. He's got a mirror on the bottom of his shower.
I
He squats down over it.
First of all, that ain't happening for me. Secondly, Dan, I bet you look like a monkey over there plucking your ass hairs.
I guess. I don't know. I've never videotaped it, but I take care of the head, the tail, the whole damn thing. The whole area is clean.
No,
Pluck
Lummy.
your
So,
butt.
Lummy, you don't you're
Yours
not.
will you braid yours?
No, but wouldn't you just shave it like
I
the rest
shave
of
them.
it?
Shave your butt. It's hard to shave your butt.
I will
know,
tell you
bend your
this, man.
knees,
I will
bro.
tell you this. I will tell you this.
Do some yoga.
I will tell you this. Everybody, be quiet. I did one time, I do shave. I try to shave my butt. Hole.
It's hard to.
I mean,
You tried to pause.
I try to get.
But what happened?
Well, so I try to keep it thinned out down
There's
there.
a
There's not a
story
lot of
here.
activity down there.
Right.
I'm not into anything. I'm not necessarily into ass play. So, you don't have to really keep your ass as tip-top shape as you do, around the testicles and stuff.
Right, you're
There's
not
as
dating
much-
Buzzard Bob.
Right, exactly. I'm not necessarily into. Now, listen, I got to think that there might be some guys that might be more into that area play. I'm not really big on that. I don't need that
no
area.
tickle?
No, I don't need anything. You don't need to go down there.
Okay.
So, yeah.
We
yeah.
won't.
We're not going to mention Lummy at all
So,
right here.
but I will tell you that, Lummy,
Easy
obviously.
joke. It's too easy of a joke.
But
Lummy's sitting here looking around going, when they're going to talk about me.
But I will tell you this: in the few times, like when I had my place out in Tierra Verde Blitz, and I had my shower was huge, and I had like a natural marble step up where you could hike your leg up there.
Yeah.
I would sometimes get like a ladies glade or something like that and try to thin it out down there a little
Sure.
bit. And so one time,
defetching.
me and Fabrizi were getting ready to go to the dollhouse.
Oh, Christ.
And he's like, be ready in, 30 minutes. We had a car picking us up or something. So Richard's out and he's ready to go in 30 minutes. Well, while I was showering, I cut one of my rectum lips.
Oh no! See, that's why I don't like. That's the razor down there, man.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. That thing bleeds.
Yeah, so hold on now. Hold on. I know the show.
Put a Band-Aid on it?
So listen, you can't put a Band-Aid on a rectum lip.
Nope.
So you just put a plug in there.
So Dan, just so that I am using, I want to properly use the medical term of
Okay.
what is that called?
Your anus.
That's my anus. Okay.
Yes. The rectum's inside.
Okay. So
The rectum's the part that you can't see.
all right. So everybody knows that in the anus world, sometimes your anus kind of sticks out a little bit, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a muscle. It can flex. It has a three-dimensionality to it. It's
like
three-dimensional.
Some people have
Hypertrophy.
hemorrhoids, and they come. But I don't have hemorrhoids. But naturally, my little anus, I think
You have duck lip anus.
Well, it's
It's a little puffy.
sometimes it's an innie, and sometimes it's a little bit of an outie. When I happened to be shaving at this time, it was a little bit of an outie. So I got my leg kicked up, and I'm trying to de-thin, trying to thin out some of the hair there.
And you just shaved off your anus.
And so I'm shaving it, and I got all this hair coming out. I take it underneath the water, and I keep going, and I got it all soaped up down there, and I'm, going. Well, you have to be a little more careful with that. Your balls are just super rugged.
Yeah.
Like the skin on your testicles kind of has like an elephant rhino feel to
Yeah,
it. Like
exactly.
Yes, it's
Elephant
thicker than
skin.
you would think.
Like
It's got a lot of keratin. It's strong. It's sturdy. It's designed
almost
to be.
like your elbow skin.
Sometimes you just got to kind of flatten it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I nicked my anus. Now, I'm not a doctor, but those things bleed. Like anuses really don't. Like Dan, when
How do
you
think
cut
your
off
AIDS
that Dan, when
got
you cut
let
off
out?
that little hanging chat I had on my eyelid, you put pressure on it, and within 4 or 5 minutes, it was done bleeding.
And before I even did it, I put epinephrine in it so that it would constrict the blood vessels to make it bleed less.
Right. So it was nothing.
Right.
So, but I obviously didn't have you there to shoot epinephrine on my anus.
No adrenaline on the.
So
No EpiPen.
So I get out of the shower. It won't stop bleeding.
Of course.
and it's like it's kind of hurts because I nicked it, and you guys know that those are kind of sensitive.
It stings.
And it stings. So I'm trying to get it to stop bleeding. Well, I can't get it to stop bleeding, and
Just can't
Fabrizi
reach
calls me and says, "We're outside waiting. Hurry!" I'm like, and now I'm at this point. I got my clothes laid out and stuff, but I'm not even close to being dressed because I can't get my anus to stop bleeding.
Yeah, you're gonna look like you had your period.
Yeah. So
I've used a whole bag of cotton balls and it hasn't stopped yet.
So I went and got a bunch of toilet paper and made myself kind of like a panty liner deal.
Oh, okay.
And I stuffed it up. You know, I tried to
Like an ass napkin.
kinda.
Yeah.
And so like I kind of like gave myself kind of like an ass tampon.
Okay.
I made myself like an ass tampon. And
With wings?
No. So we're driving. I get there, and you know when you got it.
What color are you wearing?
Well, I'm just wearing like some blue jeans and a shirt.
Hopefully
Okay.
dark blue.
And so,
Right.
but I can feel. So it feels. You can feel like you got to stop her up there. You can feel.
Yeah.
But I'm not telling nobody. Okay, I'm not telling nobody.
That's not a story you want to share.
And so I'm just having a good time. Well, we get to the dollhouse. We start, having a few drinks. About an hour into it, I feel wet.
You didn't change your tampy out?
Well, hold on. I'm like, I feel like I'm like liquidy down there. I feel.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Welcome to my world.
So I went to the boys' bathroom, and at the dollhouse there was only 2 stalls. They had 2 urinals and 2 stalls. Well, they had this one big stall that was the handicap deal. So I had to wait for the guy to get out of that one because I couldn't get the other one. I mean, I got to take my pants
What are
off
you going to
here.
do? Yeah, you can't move around that
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, I can't be in one of those little stalls. I got to take my
Yeah,
pants
before
off
you
You got
here.
to kick your leg
I'm gonna
up.
have to build myself a new, a rectum liner. And so
It's a diaper, really.
I pull my pants down, and this rectum tampon that I built is completely full of blood.
Oh, God.
And now, like my ass, I'm trying to wipe the blood off, but it felt like it had stopped bleeding. So I take my homemade rectum tampon and I flush it. Thank God the dollhouse has the real super suckers.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't clog it?
No, it went right down. Thank God. So then I built myself another ass napkin and put it in there.
Did you
And-
pat it to see if it was still bleeding?
Yeah, and it didn't seem like it was, really bleeding. It felt like it. But what had happened is the blood had coagulated onto the paper. So when I ripped the paper out of there, it kind of like
Oh, yeah. You
re-irritated the
took
deal.
the clot out, yeah.
So I put another one in there. But the toilet paper they had at the dollhouse wasn't near the quality of my Cottonelle
Right.
It's
9000.
probably the brown hard stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was the
single
worst.
ply.
Yeah,
Ugh.
like the kind you use when you're on camping for the RV.
Right.
Oh, the worst.
That's what they got. Like they take one piece of toilet paper and cut it in like 3 slices of thickness. You have to use actually more of that toilet paper so you don't break your thumb on through while you're wiping.
Yeah, you got to use like 47 feet of it.
So I make a new one, and I made it through the rest of the night.
Well, nowadays,
But I
would
did nick.
Did you hook up with anyone?
No, I did not.
nowadays, would you call Dr. Dan,
Well, I don't know. I don't know. You can't put a stitch in it.
like coagulated or whatever?
When am I going to go to the office? Hey, listen, guys. You go to the dollhouse. Hey, sir, can you take me over to Dr. Diaco Plastic Surgeon Technology? He's going to
Why did I go
coagulate
over
my
there?
butthole.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I do carry Quick Clot. You could use that, I
Okay,
guess.
well, okay, fine. I did have you guys on speed dial with a quick clock with a cautelizer chaser. Didn't quite have that. Sorry. Lum Lum. Oh, my little Lum Lum. Lum Lum, as much of a prick as I am when you mess things up and you're previously sucks, when you just knock it out of the ballpark, Lum Lum, I should take a moment to recognize that as well, but I'm not truly the dick that you think I am. So, Lum Lum.
Thank you.
Yay.
And this is my favorite parody. This is my favorite song. Royalty free.
This is your favorite royalty free bump in. Well, right there. But it's a happy day for you, Lum Lum.
Yep.
The previously, see, that's what I'm talking about, buddy. You went out there and you struck out. Then I walked up as a coach and told you to change your stance, even though you're a little bit of a slow adult. Next pitch, and next time you're at the bat, Lummy, home run,
Dave
buddy.
Kingman style.
Exactly, Dave Kingman style. I think he was like a career 236 batter,
Yeah.
but he had like 900 homers.
Yep. That's me.
I think he either struck out or homied.
That's pretty much me.
God, you're trying to get your levels. Have you changed the way you work the mic, bud?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Anna, how's your levels?
I think they're pretty good, right?
Yeah, they sound bitchy, but yeah.
Yeah, well.
So
you can't
then
help that.
normal then.
Yeah, very normal.
Good.
You do just sound kind of...
I do. Do I sound smarmy like Babyface?
Worse.
Oh.
No.
Oh, now that you put it that way, yeah, I do. I think you might be the female baby face.
Oh no.
We are
Oh.
both long in the tooth.
Baby face actually emailed me and said, "Hey, did we forget September for them? Or are they in for September?"
Huh? Oh.
Regina and
Babyface.
Babyface. Did they have a September date?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Oh, they didn't. Yes, they did.
So tomorrow
Did
and
they?
Friday?
No.
Oh,
I got too much going on.
gotcha.
Hold on here.
I don't know. I thought they were in.
I
bro.
thought they were in. Let me see here. I thought they were in.
Yeah, weren't they in early in the month?
Let me see here. No, I don't know. Were they here on? No, I don't know.
I know. Who knows?
Hey, hold on. Let me just, for those scoring at home, people that happen to be able to watch the show on Twitch or by whatever means, let me just show you my month as we get done. This was October, right here.
Yep.
That's
Pretty
just,
full.
Yeah, look, just every day a couple different things, a couple scratch outs, a couple yippee-yos.
How satisfying is it when you cross out a day?
How satisfying is, but look at October. It's already about half jam.
Mm-hmm.
October is already about half. You think there's some people that don't have to
How
live
about that
their-
one with the big arrow?
Big Country 2988, 1,000 bits.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't want necessarily people to be able to get a bearing as to the words. on
I
here.
wouldn't show
Yeah.
the camera.
Well, I mean, whatever.
Mikey Born Gaming with 1,000 bits.
Do you think there's some people that are able to roll around life and not have that, like a big, like, can just roll around and be like, hey, it's Tuesday,
Just
man.
whatever happens, happens.
It's Tuesday, and I'm just gonna go to work and hang out.
I mean, yeah, I think there are people like
Really?
that. Yeah.
And they don't have calendars and like a meeting here and this guy that day and that day this day and yippee-yo on that day.
I think most people are like that.
What, a big ass calendar like that?
No,
don't. They just go to work. They come
Like
home.
Alan,
And
like Anna, if you were to have maybe we should have you have a calendar for a
so you
month.
could shame me.
No, just so we could see, you know,
Yeah.
What you do?
like I would think that probably your next big thing, you know, that you have to get. I mean, would be probably you have a podcast today, so
With the girls.
you'd have podcast today,
Mm-hmm. Or Kevin's Law.
and
or
then
Jim,
and then
or
yesterday
Podcast with
was
Will.
you're probably pretty kind of full.
Yeah. I keep myself busy for sure.
Blitz, your calendar, you'd have a calendar like that, wouldn't you?
Oh, I do have one.
Yeah,
I'll use it on the computer, but yeah, I've got one. That's all.
Oh, your computer, Willie?
Yeah.
Lummy, do you write it? Well, Lummy, I don't think you even write things down, do you?
I write things down. They're just on random pieces of paper, and sometimes I lose them, and sometimes I don't.
That's I like. I'll do like post-its and pieces of paper and then transfer them to the computer.
So, Lummy, but you don't transfer your stuff to the computer. They're just notes laying around that you're supposed to get done?
Yeah, I write them on my random sheets, and then either I'll put them in.
You mean like that 5,000 pile of the notes that are in your back seat of your car?
Yeah. Sometimes I go through them, and then I put them in, and sometimes I forget. And then I
What's
lose
on
it.
your agenda for today?
Today is got a dog vet appointment, drop off some fish to a buddy, and go watch the baby. That's it. 3 things.
Say them again. These are you got to do. Well, you got to say do the show.
Oh yeah, doing the show.
No, put on air superstar. Say it.
On air superstar.
Right.
Being on air superstar in
Till
the
when?
morning.
Till when?
Till 10.
All right. So on air superstar till 10. Say it.
On air superstar till 10.
Yeah. Then what?
Pick up the dog from the vet.
Right.
Then drop some fish off to a buddy
Right.
and watch the baby.
There you go.
That's the day.
That's the day, my friend. Now, Anna, how about you? Yours.
Oh, I never write anything down, by the way.
Nothing.
Nothing. It's all in my brain. I never need to write anything down. Also, my weeks are just kind of regimented the same pretty much every week. So
You don't have to write anything down.
Right.
You're just like a little soldier. You just you know where you're supposed to be. At what
yeah, and even if
particular time.
something is switched up and different, I will not forget. It's just locked in my brain.
Yeah, you're Rain Man like that.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah.
everybody's birthday. Once you hear it one time, you have a person's birthday
Yep.
locked in. Like Steve Diaco's birthday.
The 3rd. Your sister's the 4th.
How about my mother's birthday?
I knew that one.
February 10th.
Nope.
No.
11th.
You're.
You know.
Yep. You were 1 day, 1 month off.
Oh, is it March?
Yeah, March 11th. You
Yep.
sound, hey Anna, I
messed it up.
as a concerned, like brother, you sound like you might have been doing rails last night. You're congested.
Quite the contrary. I got more sleep than I usually ever do on a school night.
But what I'm saying is you sound congested a little bit.
Oh, maybe it's snooter.
Oh, like from a cottage cheese or any type
Yeah.
of milk or something like that.
Oh, your dairy
So
Yeah.
today,
allergy.
so your calendar would be, if we were to write it down, on air superstar till 10, and then on air superstar till about 11:30 after show Willie,
Yeah.
and then what do you do?
And then depending on the day,
But no, today in particular. I know you have a podcast, so do
Yeah.
you go home or do you just stay here?
no, well, it's kind of at an odd hour. It's at 2:30, so I think I might go get some new running shoes because I need some at Dick's, and then I'll come back maybe get lunch, and then come back.
And then you and Blitz make out in the green room?
Yeah, we'll make out for about 2.5 minutes, and then Krista and Carrie are coming.
Oh.
And
So
we're
you
gonna
guys will make out as
podcast.
soon as you see the front gate open, then you'll stop making out?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys got it timed up nice?
Yep.
Yeah. And then we'll probably podcast till about, I don't know, 3:30, maybe 4, get out of here.
Right.
And then I'll go home and go to the gym.
You say goodbye to Blitz in the parking lot with a makeout?
For a half hour.
Yeah. Well,
That's-
maybe not that long. It's I'm trying to get to the gym.
Right. Oh,
So,
yeah. So you tell Blitz, listen, the makeout's got to be short
Yeah.
because I'm
Right.
going to the gym.
Yeah, no more than like 7 minutes.
Okay.
And then go to gym, come home.
Does
go
Blitz
back.
take it to 7 or does he cut you off at 5 usually?
It's usually me cutting it short.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is? Okay.
Yeah.
I got to go.
All right.
Yeah.
So listen, like you promised him 7, but you gave him a good 3
Yeah.
of tongue action.
Yeah.
And then you go to the gym.
No, 3's not enough.
Well, I know
yeah.
you want more, she wants less. So anyway, and so then you go to the gym from here.
I'll probably stop at home and get
tongue,
changed.
From getting tongue down.
Tongue down,
And
go
then you
home,
go-
change, go to the gym.
Why don't you just bring your gym? Well, I mean, I guess
It's just too much planning, and the gym is on. Like I have to go home. Home is on the way to the gym.
Oh, okay.
So.
And then Jim, obviously like a beast.
Oh yeah, I don't
Oh,
F around. I don't
right.
waste my own time. That's what I always say. Why would I waste my own time? Like I see people, they sit there, they don't do anything. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you even here? Go home. Sorry.
Man, you should be like the gym.
Nazi?
Oh, I wasn't going to say. You could probably say that word. I can't. You're Jewish. I'm just saying, Blitz. I think a Jewish person can say Nazi because the Nazis were not real cool to them.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And it's
Man,
not. And they are direct victims of the Nazi. Meanwhile, if I say Nazi, it kind of not look so cool for some reason.
And she's right there. After Kevin's Law last night, I went to the gym, and dude, it was like a hangout. Like people were just hanging out
That's
there.
so stupid.
Like it was a big hangout.
That's
It's
what
like a club, dude. It's like a club.
That's what we should do. That's the new thing. Is you just make a gym kind of a club.
It's what it is,
And you
man.
get,
They got
like-
the music going. They have really good music there, but like,
No, but they should have a DJ there, and then they should have like
They have, like, it's like
shooter girls.
it's all like custom music.
Protein shots. How about that, Anna? You have hot chicks rolling around with protein shots.
They actually have that.
Yeah,
at
like
my gym.
samples.
They do have that. At
I
my
like
gym.
that.
Protein shots?
Yeah, protein shots.
They always have like sample girls that have samples of something.
And they're
Man.
walking around.
No, they
Oh.
usually have set up a table like
That's good.
kinda
Don't
at
walk
the
around the
entrance.
gym. Leave us
Yeah.
alone.
I don't know. Blitz probably likes that.
They have like a little lounge area where you can kind of sit over there and.
No, those are called the machines. They just hang out.
No, but I'm just saying, like you could put a little lounge area, make it even cooler. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get a little cafe going. That's where you.
Yeah, like a little cafe
Yeah.
going.
Mm-hmm.
With a real good vibe.
Yeah.
They're overpriced
My
drinks.
gym-
All
my
the
gym's
chicks
not that
have like,
bougie.
all the people that work there, Blitz, are super hot, and they got like the same super hot outfit on. You know what I'm saying?
It's like Abercrombie and Fitch,
Yeah,
but the gym.
pretty much.
Like I want the girls that work there to have like schoolgirl outfits on, look like librarians. Do you know
At
what I'm
the
saying?
gym.
Yeah.
Why don't they just wear like hot gym clothes?
Oh, okay. Well, there's a
Wear
lot of.
booty shorts and a sports bra.
Yeah, there you
Done.
go.
Have 'em
You want
all
to
jacked
manage
up.
my gym?
Yeah, of course. I'll be your manager.
Yeah.
I'm good at managing things.
Really though, what have you ever managed?
Well, you just said I was a Nazi, so
No.
they were good at
He
managing
didn't call
stuff.
you.
Hold on. Hold on.
I'm the gym Nazi.
Blitz, did I ever
They were
say
very
did
organized.
those words ever come out of my mouth that she was the gym Nazi? Did I ever say that?
I do not think so.
I don't think you said that.
I said it because that's what you were implying. I
Yeah,
think.
I said it. I'm sorry. I said the conversation still up until the N-word. You filled in the N-word.
Yeah, she said the N word
I
out
said
loud.
the N-word. You said the N-word.
The full N word, by the
At
way.
that point, I'm thinking, okay, that's a person that can say the N-word.
yeah, with
I
a hard
can't.
eye.
I can't. I can't. The N-word with a hard eye. I can't say it. You filled it in.
I filled it in.
You denoted yourself as the N, not me.
Yes, I'm the Nazi.
The gym Nazi.
Gym
There you
Nazi.
go. So
I
you
am.
go-
I don't mess around.
So you go there, and when you get 2 hours in,
No.
90 minutes, 45 minutes?
Usually on weekdays, I try to get everything done within an hour and 15, hour and a half.
Right.
Hour and 15
Now, do you
is
shower
perfect.
there too?
No, I'm just go home and shower.
Right. I figured.
Yeah.
Plus, your car doesn't have high-dollar upholstery or anything. You don't have to worry about getting it sweaty or anything. It's just Gus.
I think about that every time I get into my car. I'm like, if I buy a new car, I'm gonna start taking showers at the gym.
Yeah. Because, if you got high-dollar upholstery,
Yeah.
you don't want like you're just, you're sweating like a beast.
Well,
You just don't want that. You only want cleanliness on your high-dollar
Well,
upholstery.
here's the thing, though. Even with Gus, even though you think he's low brow, I still put like a towel down.
Yeah.
Low
That's nice.
brow. I wonder what we should park Gus next to my Crown Vic.
Yeah, then it'll look like a Ferrari.
Hey, would you want to start driving the smart car?
No.
No.
Why would you want to do
I
that?
have done that, and I didn't like it. Not even one
The
bit.
smart car is cool.
Well,
Not when it doesn't have an AC.
I was saying
It's cold outside now.
it's getting to fall.
That is true.
It's getting to be to fall, and
It's
secondly,
nice.
it does have AC as long as you keep moving. It only doesn't. Hold on. It only doesn't have AC when you're in traffic.
Hey,
jams.
my car does too. It's called rolling the windows down.
No, Anna.
Oh,
For
my
real.
God.
It does.
No,
It's
listen.
cold.
Hold on. In the Bubba Army Crockett's towing smart car, our promotional vehicle, which we own and I have. The AC works when you're driving down the road, in regular traffic, even 35, 40, or on the highway. It works really, really good. It just doesn't work
When you're stuck in line at
Traffic jams in the summer are a bitch in that car, though.
So,
Or
Anna, it's
sitting
going to
in
be
a
the time.
COVID line.
So, what I was saying is, I would pay for the gas is for you to drive it to home as a promotional vehicle,
Oh, I can drive it home for you if you want.
Yeah, Lummy will do it.
Yeah, I might need to soon if I don't get a new car.
Lummy, for real.
Oh, I drive it. Oh, yeah. Save on gas.
No, for real.
Yeah, I'll
Lummy.
drive it up to Lutz.
For real.
Yeah.
As a promotional vehicle.
Yeah. I mean, if there's a day or two that I might need my truck, if that's okay.
No,
but,
yeah, based on if you need your truck for a couple days and you don't drive it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
other than that, just to get it on the road and get people,
Or you
Yeah,
put the car
because
seat.
I'd be on the interstate the whole time from here to Lutz.
maybe turn the lights on every once in a while,
Yeah,
Lummy,
and video it.
and video it.
Yeah.
It could be almost like, Lummy, hey, listen, you're doing so well here, Lummy, that you got yourself a company take-home
Yeah,
car.
there we go.
Can you Uber in that thing?
No.
You got to sit next to the person.
Yeah, you can only have one passenger. No, but I used to DoorDash in it.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I did. All right, so a deep Italian, like Jay Diaco or the Diacos are so Italian.
Oh yeah.
I mean, deep Italian. Deep.
How Italian are they?
Well, they're-
Steve.
They're deep Italian. I used to have a music for that deal. I don't even know where. What there we
The
go.
Godfather.
So, yes. Deep Italian. So Jay, I guess within the Italian community, once you have a baby, when the family or somebody in your family or your friends or your close circle has a baby, the Italian tradition is for the women to get together and make dinner for your family for 2 or 3 nights worth of dinner to give mama a break. And the Italian women all get together, they make it and they put it in their little all the to-go containers, and they make the sauce and they make the scatti and they make the maniconi,
The gravy.
and the gravy,
Yeah.
and the pita cottas
That's my favorite, the vita cotta.
all that, the vita cottas,
Mm-hmm.
all of it. They make all the Italian stuff, the sausages, and they send it over to the new mom, and so that she can have a couple nights of not having to cook. Because I think when you're deep Italian, even though you just spit out Santonio's baby, I think you're still supposed to be cooking on that
Oh,
stove.
absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, I know that you just had my baby, but you
That's
still
no
got to make
excuse.
the sauce
Yeah, that's no
for this
excuse.
weekend. Mamas and the boys are coming over. But I just had a baby 2 days ago. I don't care. Hold the baby when you're stirring the sauce. I don't care what. Who's sneezing?
That's
COVID Willie over there.
COVID Willie.
Oh, hi.
Anna, did I not say that you sounded a little congested this
Yeah, I
morning?
just had a sneeze.
You got the vid.
Oh boy.
You got the Rona.
No, I don't.
No, you know who does, though?
Who?
This mother effer next
no,
to me.
he's got a negative test.
No, I know, but he came in. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sick."
Still?
Yeah, he's like horrible today. I said, "Man, if you get me sick, I'm gonna have to kill you."
Jesus, you over there?
I'm here.
Oh,
See?
yeah, you played that.
Are you
up.
that sick? Yeah, that's a play up.
No, he was sick, like all morning long. He's been sounding
Are
like
you not
that.
doing good, buddy?
Today's kind of worse than it has been the last 2 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least you should not waste racing this weekend. You can lay up in the bed and get better.
I know.
But don't we have Ace's birthday party on Sunday?
Yes, and her birthday's today.
I know.
Oh,
I got
happy birthday, Ace.
I got her something.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah. So
Free push down the stairs.
should I get free push down the stairs if I get a positive test on the you know what?
Oh no.
So anyway, should I give it to her now or should I give it to her on her the Sunday deal?
You can just give it to her on Sunday.
Okay. Now you've been taking those pills I've been giving you?
I have, yes.
Okay.
Sterility pills?
No.
Oh, sorry. No.
Have you been taking those sterility pills that I've been telling you are
That I've been telling you are vitamins.
That I've been telling you are antibiotics?
Yeah.
Okay, so today, Tyler, today is your third day on it. It should kick in today, okay?
It better kick in soon, man. I don't want to get sick.
Yeah. All right, so I'll figure something out, okay, buddy? But
All right.
now, what are your symptoms?
Stuffy nose and not sore throat, but it just feels
A
like
gravelly throat?
like really thick. Yeah.
Yeah, thick.
When did you take the COVID test?
You got a thick.
I took 2 tests. I took a PCR and I took the at home, and they're both negative.
Yeah,
When though? Yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
So Blitz, he was ready for you to be a dick, so he said, "I'm taking 2."
No, I have a test here if he needs it.
Of course you do. You also have a field tourniquet and microclonal RBIs and all kinds of things.
Yeah. I got Arby's right here.
I mean, does he not have every Lummy?
He does.
He has Methoduck. If a guy would die on take too many, don't you have?
He's got a whole kit in his car.
Yeah, I do.
I just bought those 2 same exact ones, Blitz, for $50 yesterday.
Well, then you
50.
went to the wrong place, buddy.
Hold on, Tyler. You paid $50.
Yes.
They're like $20-something at like Walmart and Walgreens.
Is it the blue and
No,
black box?
50.
Yeah.
Hold on, 50 per. So
It's a pack of 2.
Yeah, I got it for $20 too at Walgreens.
Yeah, that's where they're at. Where'd you go, Tyler?
Tyler
Walgreens.
went to the store called We Charge 3 times more.
Yeah.
And you walk in like, oh, hey, I want to buy everything here, bitch.
I just got a 50. Take it.
I got me a
Keep the
$50
change.
bill.
I just
for
won
winning.
the race last
Yeah.
weekend at BRP. My dad
Yeah.
gave me a bonus.
You're looking at the race winner from Saturday night, which means $800 large pops gave me. I can afford this $50 test. See, Tyler, when I give you too much money, then you just walk around a little.
Yeah, a
you're
little
not,
loose.
You're not smart about it. Can't be paying $50 a test when everybody else is paying $20.
Well, I told the guy, hey, I need 2 tests, like one for me and one for her, and he gave me 2 boxes.
So you pay. Okay, they're $23.99 a piece.
Yeah,
so you
okay.
bought 4 tests then.
All right.
Yes. I didn't know there was 2 in each box until I
Yeah.
got home.
Okay.
That guy upset. That guy flim.
That makes more sense. I mean, at least you didn't get ripped. I mean, as far as
Yeah.
you didn't get ripped off as
At
far as
least
the
you got,
price goes.
and you got 2 more tests to go, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you just got congestion, a gravelly, thick throat, like you call it. It's like it kind of stuffy, like you got a cold.
Yeah.
All right. I'm on it. I'll get on it.
All right. Thank
I'm
you.
calling a few prescriptions, even though I'm not a doctor.
You know the lady at Publix well enough.
Listen, I'll tell you. Hi, it's Dr. Clem. I'm calling in 2 500 milligram amoxicillins. We might hook him up with a Z-Pack. Let's go with a Z-Pack. Let's go with a Z-Pack on this. All right, so hold
You're
on.
ordering food.
So the deep Italian tradition is for all the Mamma Mias to get together and take care of pregnant Mamma Mia. And they throw together like this little 2 or 3 nights worth of dinner. And this is the Instagram, our Instagram, what is it? The Bubba Army?
Yeah.
Anna runs it too.
Mhm.
She does a good job.
Thank you.
And this is Jay loading up. I got to think that most Italian guys probably drive their Lincoln or their Cadillac over there.
Yeah.
In full Italian fashion. Jay loads up his Ferrari.
Oh no, he drove the
That's-
Porsche
that's a-
911.
Oh, the Porsche.
Yeah.
He loads up his Porsche.
That's a GT3 RS.
It's his delivery car.
All right,
Wait,
Jay, you
text
got
me.
Lummy's food?
Got Lummy's food.
Oh my God, and a little gifty.
I am.
You're not stealing that monster from me.
I am still.
No, you're not, dude. I need it for tomorrow.
Sorry, buddy. There's
Come
another
on,
one in the
bitch.
fridge. In the fridge.
Hold on. They're not worried about the dinner that's going to Ashley. Dan's worried about the Munster
Yeah,
that Jay's stealing.
the
Oh, yeah.
$3 monster.
You are the worst.
I gotta go.
All right,
5
well,
o'clock.
say hi to Lummy. Congratulations, Ashley and Lummy.
See you guys.
I wonder where he'll point the camera.
He's gonna make it.
Oh.
He's got to do it tonight. Bubba Army. Like,
That's a
follow,
badass
subscribe.
car.
Dr. Dan Diaco. Esquire. That car.
I don't even like Porsches, and that's a badass car.
Hold on. Just the way these two roll.
Oh, of
it's
course.
just like, I don't even know two people that
Yeah.
roll like
And
that,
that's
right?
In front of Dan's extra house.
Yeah, that's the carriage house. But people that don't know, that's not his house. That's the carriage. That's his garage.
That's where, honest to God, back in the early 1900s, the servants that worked in the big house
Yes.
stayed.
Because the carriages and the horses and stuff stayed in that
Carriage
house.
takes off. I'm sure it's gonna go too fast.
Down his 400-yard driveway. Look.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean. All right, whatever.
right.
Anyway, that's on our Instagram, right?
Yes.
Lummy, what was the food like?
Oh, amazing. These green beans, whew. Everything was amazing. The sausage, the meatballs. I actually made like a little dish. I'll bring it in tomorrow for...
Well,
if
no,
you want some too, Bubba.
it's your food. It's your food for your new family, my friend.
Well, I was going to have you guys try it too because it's
well, yeah, I
his
mean, if you
sauce.
want to, we'd like to have some of that sauce.
Well, because
yeah.
both families brought Italian over too, so I got 3 dishes of I got fettuccine.
For real?
Yeah,
Both
ravi-
families?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
no,
were
all families.
Italians.
Yeah.
Ashley's and Lummy's.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But didn't Romina and Candle cook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, these green beans they made. Oh, they're to die for. And they gave us a little bottle of wine, some fresh baked cookies.
When can Ashley start drinking?
Well, we're she's pumping every day to build up the
Oh,
supply.
I don't. Oh, yeah. So she can't drink while she's breastfeeding, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So she's building up the supply so she
I
can
know,
at
but
least
what
have
if you
one
just
night.
drank a little bit because you wanted to give your kid a little nip? You know, your kid got a little
Yeah,
nip.
he's got to get used to it.
I think you
That's
can.
true.
It's out of your system in like 24 or 48 hours.
Yeah, we
so.
just
You know,
want
but
to
like,
make sure.
what if you want a little bubbly in your boobies so that your kid grows up cool, wanting that little nip?
well,
Champagne nipple.
champagne nipple.
Caviar dream.
Popping nips and bottles.
And she's
Yeah, kids popping nips at age 5 months.
6 days old.
Yeah.
But I got enamored, Anna, with this story. Woman born with no arms can do it all. But Blitz, I don't know how I can rewind. Like, it's not letting me rewind it.
Yeah, there's no controls on it.
And so I was watching this girl with no arms, like, make tacos just a minute ago. And
tacos.
like Blitz, I wish I could get.
Some tacos.
No,
Oh.
I wish I could get back to the start of the story. Oh, see, well,
There you go. Oh,
but it won't.
for a second,
It won't, but it won't let me see like bam, 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 bam. Won't let me
yeah,
get
it's
in
like
there.
tricking.
God dang
It's
it!
tricking you.
It's like Trick Me Ashley. I
Yeah.
can't get in there.
It's tricking you.
This girl has no arms and she can make enchiladas and stuff, and I'm really into that.
I'm really into that.
Let me got this new girl. She has no arms, but she could cook like a mother.
she can cook you some tacos.
She does everything. I've dated chicks with arms and without one. This one's by far the best. Hold on, I'm seeing if it gives me the story again about the no arm chick. I was just finding her so amazing.
You know, if you got like a foot fetish, man, she's the one.
I'm not it.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying in general, if people are into foot.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what guys into foot fetishes should be with
Right.
girls with no
she can do
arms.
everything with her feet.
Because she has to do
That's
everything.
what I'm
with her.
saying.
If you're into feet, and your girl is making your food with your feet, and she's opening the door with her feet.
Yeah. Doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, I'd be like, I like to see feet, but I like this. Oh wow, look at she does everything. She probably does things in the bedroom that you'd have to do with your hand, with her feet.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean,
Like what?
Certain types of jobs.
yeah, certain
Yeah.
types of jobs.
Right.
Yes, absolutely. This New York Post is killing me. Look at Blitz now. It's giving me an error on the deal. Then it was giving me the Zyto owl. Okay, maybe we got it. I don't know. Now we're giving us. Now we're
Yeah,
getting.
because did it start with her peeling peppers?
Yes, it started with her peeling peppers, but it's not giving me any controls with regards to sound or volume or nothing. Blitz, I hate New York Post.
Mm-hmm.
Look, here we go.
there's a
There she
sound.
is.
Look at her.
Yeah.
Now, look how efficient she is.
That's
Oh
great.
yeah.
Look at this. I mean, and she's really cute.
That's good.
If you think you got into domestic, she'd just get up those just
Yeah,
smack
she'd
you right
kick
in the
you
face.
in the face.
She'd just start kung fu in your face with her feet. Look at this. Look, she can comb her hair. She can dry. She can put her shirt on. Can you imagine how strong her legs are?
Oh,
Wrap those things around you. It's a little.
What? 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 What?
See, that doesn't look too bad.
No.
But to run it.
Why?
Why'd you have to put that part in to make me feel like a really bad person right now? And don't you kind of need your arms to balance you out, kind of rudder you out a little bit?
Looks like it.
Poor little thing. There you go. And there you go. And
What
there
if
you
she just
go.
like tips over?
Oh, she can peel onions with her feet. Tipping over ain't nothing to her.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the video? The poor guy, he was a fitness coach and he got swept out to sea. I
That's
think this was yesterday.
disturbing.
It was in Russia.
The audio is horrible.
Okay, here we go. New York Post.
That's not this.
You don't know what you're ever getting with the New York Post.
But sometimes what you
That
get
was
is
a
better than what
rocket
you
launching
wanted.
and landing.
Oh. So do I reset?
Yeah, you gotta refresh it.
Honey, you might want to be fine. You know, like your go-to is the New York Post. Maybe you find.
This
hey,
is from a few days ago.
Hey, Anna.
Are you mad at me?
No, not one bit. I got a suggestion though. Maybe if you see the story on New York Post, then you go search it somewhere else. If you're looking for the video portion.
it in Google and see if you can find other places.
He thinks he's so funny.
What I'm saying, like, is after you find the story on the New York Post,
I know. I mean, I put it
go
yesterday,
find it
it's fine,
somewhere
it's
else. Babe, I'm just saying. Every time you make me have to watch the story from the New York Post, it ends up being bad.
Okay,
it ends up
I'm
being like a
sorry.
legless bitch making tacos.
You liked that.
Sometimes you find good stuff.
She had no
Wait,
arms, not no legs.
Whatever. Blitz, I found the Henry and Yvette original call.
Okay.
It's 21 minutes long, man. We could cross-purpose that. We could make it a video
Absolutely.
and a podcast.
Sure.
Henry from California as well. Henry. Man, Blitz, I had some good process. Did I not?
That old studio was awesome.
How are you, buddy?
Hey, what's up? I'm a big fan.
Thank you, bud. Can I get me a new one to sound like that?
Yeah, we can work on it.
Hey, I was wondering if you could give me some advice, man.
By the way, Lummy, I don't know. I think you can play. I don't think there's any bad words on this.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Oh, there
We
is?
haven't edited. So I was going to ask, do you want the edited one for YouTube?
This one says clean.
Okay, then yeah, you're good. There's
clean.
a dirty one.
Is there a date at all? Because sometimes it says clean edited by and a date.
Well, it says clean BD, which means big dick.
Oh.
That was before we had to edit some stuff out.
Oh.
You know, because there's words that we could say back then that was clean, but we're not allowed to say now.
Mm-hmm. Like F.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want the clean one for YouTube? The super clean one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want the clean one for everything.
Gotcha.
Including. I can give you some advice. I'll try.
Yeah.
I think I can play I think I can play a little bit of this, and I'll dump out of it.
I've been married for about 9 years.
It's tough. It's tough.
I don't know where it gets bad, and we can't. The words that we can't say.
Keep
we
your
can't
brand
say
at
here.
1,000
Yeah.
bits.
I can go about 10 more seconds. I've pre-listened to.
Okay.
And then that's it.
Cool.
But it's tough not to want to keep playing this stuff because
Mhm.
Lummy brought in his Jay Diaco, Candle Diaco, Krista Romina Diaco, Italian Feast,
I know it smells good.
and brought me some of it. And I got it over there. And it's just like, God, it's like if a woman was over there hot as hell, I mean, her panties off.
Nude, just sitting there looking at you.
Just saying, what are you going to do with this hot V?
Mm-hmm.
Big Daddy.
Can't do anything.
I'm over here being a good girl, and I want you to be my Big Daddy. Whoa.
Yeah, you just want to eat it.
That Diaco food.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you could smell it.
I want to eat it. Want to eat that. Big Daddy wants to eat the hell out of that.
Right.
Out of that good girl pasta. Woo! It's tough, Lummy.
It is. It's so good.
And
man.
I found out that my wife's been cheating on me for the past year.
How do you know for a fact, buddy?
Oh, I've caught her. I've caught her at my best friend's apartment. I mean, she told me. You know what I mean? And here's the advice that I need, man. My wife, she's pretty hot. I don't know whether to leave or not because, I mean, I know if I leave.
Believe it or not.
All right, so that's it. I mean, that's the setup. Guy calls in,
Yeah.
caught his wife cheating, been with her for 9 years.
All right, so he already knew. It's not like.
But he still wanted her.
He wanted her back. He wanted me to.
Yeah, but I thought it was a total surprise that she was cheating on him. I thought he just suspected it. I didn't know he caught her already.
I think she said she stopped or something.
He might have been. He might have been small. I don't know. It's absolutely a legendary phone call because about 2 minutes in, I just get started. I get her on the phone, and he's like automatically knows this is going south, and he made the mistake of his life, and he just starts smashing the 5 button.
Yep.
He literally just starts, absolutely smashing the 5 button. So we'll get that up here soon because it's legendary. And it's just, when I stumble upon stuff like that, I'd be like, oh, yeah, let's make that a podcast. Let's make it a YouTube. Let's put it across platforms for people to be able to enjoy because probably 90% of our audience is, 75% of our audience isn't really familiar with a lot of that stuff, that world we lived in, so to speak. Hey, Henry, Yvette, how are you?
Hey, Bubba.
Yvette, are you there?
Yes.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good. I hope we didn't interrupt you or nothing.
No, you didn't.
Henry, say hi to your lovely wife, Yvette.
Hi, babe.
Hi.
Well, no,
Love you.
He loves you. Yvette, by the way, we had Henry on earlier. We were trying to get him some tickets. Is that cool?
Yes, that sounds fun.
Now, when he said that he loved you, you didn't say it back. Is there problems that I don't know about?
No, that's not a problem. I love him too.
Now, how long you guys been married, Yvette?
Well, we've been married. It's going to be 6 years, but together 10 years.
Wow, good for you.
Good for
That's
you.
awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Henry has said that you are just absolutely, never in a million years could he ever think about scoring another woman like you, as beautiful as you are. He says that. He said that you are his one and only, and there's no way that he could ever think about having another chick like you. So we're like, wow, Henry, she must be the bomb. Let's call her up and say hi to her. So that's what we're doing. Now, we talked to Henry a little bit. We got into some different situations and what have not. And Henry was like, I'm going to be honest with you, Yvette. I had to absolutely. So let me just tell you right now, if this goes awry or you don't like what we're saying or being disrespectful or anything like that, Henry begged us to be. He begged us to be on our best behavior, and Henry, is very nervous about this phone call. So don't take it out on Henry. We're the assholes, but we're not trying to be disrespectful or nothing like that.
Oh, no, trust me. I don't get offended.
You don't get offended?
No, I don't.
Well, here's the deal. Well, good. I'm glad that you said that. Here's the deal, hon. Henry has talked about some trials and tribulations that you guys have been through. Some of the things, and I don't have to sit there and browbeat it, but Henry has talked about some of the things that have gone wrong. And some of the things that he's upset about, and that you guys, some problems that you guys have had in your relationship. And Henry was like, "Listen, man, you know what? She's the love of my life. I never want to be with another woman." And so that's where we stand at this point. But anyway, he talked about how people make mistakes in life, and he thinks that that he has made mistakes and that you've made some mistakes, and he absolutely positively says that he forgives you for all those mistakes. But if you'd ever want to go out and do those sort of things again, that he wouldn't have a problem with it. Now, Henry,
okay.
Henry, am I
what
not?
What is he talking about, though?
Henry, am I not right?
No, I mean, I'd like to do the things again, like to go out, right?
No, what's that, Henry? I'm sorry.
Like to go out with the friends.
Yeah, Henry says if you ever want to go back out with your friends and do those things that you have done before, that he does not have a problem with it at all. He does not. He wants you to live the best of both worlds and then have a loving husband at home, and you can go out and do your own thing, whatever that would be. Now, Henry, Yvette's going to appreciate you more if you be a little less of a pussy and a little bit of a man, more of a man. Yvette, can I be on? Yvette, will you be honest with Henry and tell him?
I just don't like people hiding around the bush. I just want you guys to go like.
Henry,
just pressing the button.
Henry, I got it. Yvette, what were you saying?
I just don't like nobody hiding around the bush. If there's something, be straightforward. You know, I don't like hiding around the bush, and Henry knows that.
Yeah, you
I want
appreciate
Henry to be
straightforward.
straight out,
or beating
I'm not
around
the
the
type
bush.
of person that's just gonna be like, oh, hiding around the bush. I'm just gonna tell you straight out.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want to hide around the
bush. I don't like something, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
You know?
So you don't want me to hide around the bush? No, hold on.
Just go ahead and whatever you want to ask.
All right, so, Ned, quit pushing. Oh, wow. Ned, stop that. So, Yvette, Yvette, this is Bubba. So, now, do I have your permission, Yvette, not to hide around the bush?
You'll have to
Henry.
forgive me. We've got a guy on the show here that keeps pressing the phone button. He likes to do this from time to time.
I got you, Henry.
He's
so Yvette,
catatonic.
but Yvette, honey, Yvette,
Yes.
will you tell Henry chill the f out and stop hiding around the bush? And I mean, as a strong woman, Yvette, I mean, if that's how you feel, will you give me those marching orders?
I do tell him that. I tell him stop hiding around the bush. You want to tell me something, tell it to me, you know?
All right.
No, but there's nothing to say. I mean,
No, there really is. There really is. Yvette, here's the bottom line: is that Henry, you know. Henry says if you want to go out and hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I'm putting Henry on hold. Yvette, this is Bob.
The panic button.
Yvette, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
This is Bubba. I got Henry on hold. He's hitting the 5 button, driving me crazy. That's supposed to be our safe word, but because he's very, very, very freaked out as to what I'm going to say. But you know what? I'm just going to man up and say it. And you told me stop hiding around the bush. And so I'm, and because Yvette, you come across as a very strong, confident woman that doesn't want any bullshit. Just say it like it is. True?
Yes, that's true.
All right. Henry was like, listen, my wife, I think that she's, I've caught her around with my best ex-buddy 5, 6, 7 times. And we talked about that a little bit. He's like, listen, I don't ever want to lose her as my wife. I'm not mad at her. She says that she stopped. I believe her. I don't got a problem with any of that. But you know what? And so I told him, and so he's like, you know what? As a matter of fact, I wouldn't have a problem if she'd want to continue to do that as long as I don't lose her. So I was going to have you guys on the phone together saying, hey, Yvette, I got Henry here. I had a 45-minute conversation with him. And I got Henry here that says not only does he forgive you for whatever you may or not have done, but he doesn't have a problem with you continuing to do it. And I was going to get your spin on what you thought about that.
That he cared or that he didn't care?
No, that he loves you more than anything in this world. And that you're the best mother and you're beautiful. He could never get another woman. But rather than to lose you, and he would not have a problem with you going out and other dudes or this particular guy at all. He does not have a problem with that at all. And he said that, and I can conference call him in. He kept hitting that button, and I was like, Henry, we need, I talked him through this, and he's like, there's no way my wife's gonna be mad at me. There's no the way that I'm like, bull. Your wife's not gonna be mad at you. Man the up. Let me call her, and let's tell her this proposal. So what do you think?
He's a weirdo.
Now, I mean, would that be something cool for you?
No, it wouldn't.
How come?
Do you want to stay with Henry, or just him being such a pussy and so just downtrodden? Does that turn you off a little bit?
He's not a pussy. When he has to man up, he mans up. But it's weird for him to say that. He's never told me that. But no, I wouldn't go out there and do it again.
But I mean, do you want?
Yeah, I did a lot of times, but you learn your lesson from it. I've done many mistakes in my life, but
how many guys did you sleep with behind his back? Do you think?
How many?
No, well, just him.
Just the one. Just that one.
With him, but going out and I don't know. He told you that he let me strip one time.
No, he never told us about letting you strip. No.
Well, let's say maybe.
Let me conference him back in to see if he's there. Okay.
Yeah, maybe open up the option to a swingers relationship.
Yeah, Henry, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I never said that I want her to do it.
No, Yvette, please. Henry is so freaked out that you're going to be mad.
Yeah, dude, because
that you're going to be mad.
I don't want her to do it.
Yvette, please tell Henry that you're not mad at him because he says when he gets home you're going to kill him. Please, we're just talking this out, Yvette.
I'm not mad at him.
Yeah, we're getting to the bottom of this.
We're just getting to the bottom of it, talking it out because he wasn't going to bring it up. He's so freaked out, and so we're bringing it out, and we'll come to some kind of compromise here.
Instead of hiding around the bush.
Let's just bring it out. So Henry, you don't got anything to worry about, and to be honest with you, Yvette, I told Henry that if things get a little bit sketchy and he wants me to shut up to hit the 5 button, that's why he was freaking out on the deal. So, Yvette, tell Henry stop hitting the 5 button. Let's get this thing worked out.
Yes, Henry, stop hitting the 5 button.
Now, Henry, I don't know if you heard, but Henry, Yvette's like, she's not even interested in that guy anymore.
And I know, and I told you guys that.
But I mean, Yvette, if you'd have a hankering for some extra, Henry does not have. He doesn't have a problem with you going out and getting some.
I just want to make one thing clear to her, okay?
Go ahead, Henry.
Okay. I told them, how I look. I'm 5'4", 230, small.
Killing yourself, man.
You're gorgeous, and you get hit on a lot and everything.
No, did the other guy? Did your best friend? Did the other guy have a bigger? Was he small? Was he in better shape?
Oh, Bubba, come on.
No, I was just Henry. You're the one that talks down about yourself. I was just trying to get a comparison here. Yvette, was the other guy's bigger?
I don't want to say.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Now, was the other guy better in bed? In general.
Now, what made you decide to stray initially? Just some new piece of meat?
I guess it was just fling.
Just kind of a fling, kind of like a little challenge.
Yeah.
So Henry, what were you saying, buddy? I interrupted you. Sorry. Go ahead.
My point was, she looks really good, and I look really bad, and I feel bad for her in a way that I let myself go so much.
But can you get yourself?
I don't think I'm attracted. I'm not attracted. She's not attracted to me.
But she wants to. Now, do you want to? No, but Yvette, do you want to stay with Henry for the kids?
No, I do love him.
But he needs to get it.
I think it's for the kids.
Do you want him to get back into shape though a little bit?
I don't care how he is. I met him the way he was, and it doesn't bother me about his weight.
So Henry, at the end of the day, man, you kind of blew this out of proportion. I mean, you kind of hoard her out, and at the end of the day, she's like, I love you for you. I want to stay with you. I don't care that you're a sawed-off little short, no having mother, and I'm not interested in his best friend no more. So what's the problem, Henry? You've created your own problem here.
No, I didn't, Bubba.
Well, yeah.
Yvette, let me ask you a question. If Henry were to go out and cheat on you and find some other piece of ass,
try
to find some other piece of ass, would you be upset if you found out he had some other chick?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Not one bit. So
now, is that because you did it, or because you're just sort of open to the idea of maybe having an open relationship?
Yeah, that too.
So are you open to having a?
He wouldn't do it though.
No, that's not necessarily true.
He said that he would be open to an open relationship. Henry, you did tell me that, did you not?
No, I did not, Bubba.
You lying little. You told me that you wouldn't have it rather than to lose her.
Now you're back to hiding around the bush.
Yeah, now you're hiding around the bush.
No. I said,
Ned, what did he say?
If it ever got to a point.
He said he would let her do what she wants, and he'd have no problem with that.
Here's the old timer on the show. Ned, tell Yvette what Henry said earlier. Ned,
he said that he would be willing to let you do what you want as long as you stayed with him.
Okay, I did say that.
Okay, so now you're trying to call us a liar?
I said I don't want to lose her, and whatever happens, that I would be there, no matter what would anybody do.
But Henry, hang on. This is not a bad thing here.
It's not a bad thing at all.
Let's work this out here. Now, Yvette, you were maybe a little bit shy, a little bit hesitant to talk to Henry about such a topic. But since we brought it up, and you've obviously had the idea of an open relationship in your head for quite some time. I mean, you like to mess around a little bit on the side. Maybe he could too. Maybe it would do you guys some good. So that's essentially what you want to do, correct, Yvette?
Yeah, as long as I don't he doesn't tell me about it, I wouldn't be mad, but it would just be kind of weird. But
you like to get some. But you want some strange. Let's be honest.
She wants to get some strange and not tell Henry about it. She doesn't want Henry hiding around the bush. And the bottom line is she wants to be able to get some strange, not be quizzed about it. Henry, you're open to do the same on the deal.
I mean, is that right, Yvette?
And be honest, Yvette. Come on.
Yeah, now's the time for honesty.
It's time to be honest. You've gotten strange.
Do you want strange?
No, we're asking you, Yvette. Do you want strange?
Hide around the bush.
Henry says he doesn't want to hide around the bush. Henry has said.
Does he though?
Henry, you said earlier that you wouldn't mind getting some strange.
Hey, Yvette, let me ask you a question. Now, the other guy that you were sleeping with or whatever, and these other guys that you might, sleep with behind Henry's back if you guys have an open relationship, do you like sleeping with them because it's just something different, or do they do something sexually that just kind of, turns you on?
Then maybe Henry doesn't.
No, it's nothing like that. It's just something different, I guess.
It's just some strange.
The thing is that, I got with Henry when I was 14 years old.
Right, you need some strange, baby. You've had 3 kids. It'll keep it fresh, Henry. Henry, you need to realize Yvette needs some strange. The more strange you let her get, Henry, the stronger you guys are going to be.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, the more strange she gets, the more strange you get.
Or you can get. At the end of the day.
You have the ability. You just got her permission to pick any chick you want.
Live on national radio.
All right.
It's a beautiful thing, Henry.
Okay, Bubba, here's the deal. I'm manning up, okay?
Okay, please. You haven't yet, but please.
Oh, okay. I was scared before, but, you showed me the way.
Okay.
Okay, I want an open relationship.
Okay. And so does Yvette. And so does Yvette.
Okay, I was scared to say it, but,
Okay, so now...
you helped me through it. I want an open relationship.
Okay, now, and I think that your wife, I think that I can speak for her. Yvette, am I right? You wouldn't mind having an open relationship as well.
Yes, I do.
And let's just see if we can, in the next few minutes, define what that means so that there's no, hidden agenda here. Open relationship means that Yvette Henry, can go out, and other dudes and doesn't have to, hold on now, and doesn't have to be quizzed about it. And she can go out and have a good time, all while being the lovely wife for you and your kids. You two can do your things as well. Stay in love, stay married. The whole 9 yards. And now, Henry, by the same token, you can go out and not have to report to her about some of the strange you're getting, as long as you guys don't, bring it home and interfere with your home life. Is that the way that you understand this?
Yes.
Yes.
Now,
okay, look, put it this way too. He went to a strip club where my friend used to work, and he did his thing and all that. And I'm not mad at him, and I'm not mad at her, and I still talk to her. There's nothing about it. And the way when she comes over, I seen the way she looks at him and everything, and that doesn't get me jealous.
Yeah.
Well, let me throw another wrinkle in here, if I may.
Go ahead, Spike.
Just a question to both Yvette and Henry. Maybe you guys might be open to the idea of maybe going to a swingers club and checking that out together and sort of helping each other along, pick out some strange.
I think part of
would you guys be open to that?
I am.
So
yeah. You see, I am too, but I was just worried that they're. If I bring this up, then that's it. I'm out the door. And
but now we've got it all worked out.
Now, so Henry, here's the deal. More importantly, not only did it not go awry and when it worked out nicely, but when you man up to your wife and you're respectful and you don't act like a pussy, Yvette appreciates that and positive things get done. But when you're a mealy-mouthed little scared of your shadow little that you have been, that she's turned off by that. At the end of the day, she wanted the same thing that you wanted, but it took me, Bubba the Love's Punch, to get it done. A real man around here.
Man, it's like riding a bike, having Hatley in here. Hatley, you should come in, with our kind of loose-knit schedule, real willy-nilly. You should just every once in a while when you get a little bug about coming in and wanting to get some stuff off your chest, you should just come in. We got a great delivery mechanism.
I would love that. I'd absolutely love it.
And the biggest, and by the way, Brent Hatley, ladies and gentlemen, his lovely wife, who I've always been a huge fan of, Caitlin. Her real name's Caitlin, but I like to call her Caitlin. Hello, Caitlin.
Hi.
Get closer to that mic.
You get closer to that mic. You know how to work that mic.
Like it's a deal.
Hey, Brent, how many times in our careers do we have to tell the people to eat the mic like it's a penis?
No. Every single guest we had to tell that.
Like Caitlin, literally think you're at Caliente and there's a penis right there.
Okay, I got it now.
Yeah,
I got it.
No further instructions needed. But, Brent, the one thing I want people to know is that you were with me for, I think, 13 years.
Correct.
And, there's been, people Hatley left under bad conditions. And, Brent and I don't think have ever been at each other's throats. When he left, it was mutual. I cried. I didn't want him to leave, but it was time for him to leave. I was in all kinds of problems and messes. Brent had to spend half the time as my personal attorney and half the time as an executive producer.
Yeah.
And it was probably just time for you to go see the world and do the world, which you did, and realize, and it has nothing to do with my show, it has more to do with geographically where you live, that, wow, Tampa's pretty kick-ass. I need to get back there.
Yeah, 100% true. And it was after that, 5 years of being sued by Todd Schnitt.
Oh, I know.
It burned me out because, we had to do the morning show, and then I had to go over with the kick-ass Diacos and do depositions a lot of afternoons.
You wouldn't, and then sometimes come back 20, 30 minutes before the afternoon drive show after you've been working. We've been over there hitting the weight pile, and you've been over there doing legal beagle, public and brief.
Oh, yeah. Sitting there deposing MJ.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, Brent left tonight. Was it 13, bud?
Yeah, 2013.
Well, what a lot of people don't know, and I think we've told this story before, is that Brent first, I was at 98 Rock, and Brent originally worked at 98 Rock as a promo guy.
Yeah, I was the assistant promotion director after being an intern there.
Which means he just held banners and for Seabass.
True. I used to have to go hang banners for that idiot.
I know you did. So then I roll up into the building, and Hatley figures it out quickly. This guy looks like he's kind of, maybe kind of running the show around here.
Yep.
And whatever he wants, they seem to give him.
Yeah, two of us figured that out, and we got to stay.
So
myself and Big Rig got to keep our jobs. Everybody that went against Bubba got fired.
So Brent comes to me, and he automatically starts putting on the Hatley charm. Like, automatically figure out who my favorite football team is. Like, the first time I meet the guy, he starts like, hey, the Packers going to be good this year. And I'm like, I like this guy. I really like this guy.
He knows how to work.
Because Hatley knows how to work. Don't let anybody fool you.
Mm-hmm.
Hatley knows how to work. So I then go to the management, and I'm like, listen, I want this guy to be my producer. He's working for Ron Diaz, and he's scheduling,
let's back up one step. I was the promotions director of Thunder 105.5 or 103.5, and
right.
You went to management and said, hey, you're putting Ron Diaz on. Put this guy on his show, and when he learns how to be a producer, then I want him.
Yes.
That's what you told Brent.
You got this guy scheduling, who's going to be at the at Beer Fest.
Yeah.
Making sure the gator's blowing up.
Making sure. Get this guy that's selling weed and fake tickets in Gainesville on the weekends. Get him down here. Get him up here doing something.
Wasn't that Thunder's big deal was the gator?
No, that was 98 Rock. Thunder, we had Thor.
Oh, so Thor, okay.
I had to carry Thor
Make sure
around.
Thor didn't have a hole in it.
Yeah. Set that up out at the...
Just complete job you out. Just
Beach Nuts.
They had you straight jobbed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, let this guy, learn how to be a little producer with Ron Diaz. Ron's going to play 6-7 records an hour. He'll, and then I'm going to steal him away because I hate my guy. And because my guy's a lazy piece of shit with a Z. So Brent did that till 2000. And then I hired Brent to be my producer, executive producer on air. And he was with me for 13 years.
Yep.
Then you went to L.A. and you thought you've always been an L.A. guy, like, oh, L.A., but L.A. sucks.
L.A. really sucks now. But when we were there, we lived in Pasadena for a year. And I worked with Neil Strauss, who's a fantastic author. You know Neil.
Oh, The Game.
Yes, the guy that wrote The Game.
Yep,
he also wrote The Dirt, the about Motley Crue.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great author. And then I also worked with Mary Lou Henner and at KFI, which is clear.
Kaylin, what were you doing in L.A.? I don't think OnlyFans was around then.
No, I was in commercial real estate, and
Closer to the mic.
I was in commercial real estate, and I worked at basically like in
that
property
sucked, didn't it?
She leased medical buildings.
Yeah, so I could walk to work.
Yeah, okay, great, walking to work, but man, I mean, and Brent, wasn't rent sky high out there?
So rent in L.A., we had a 1-bedroom apartment in L.A. that was $2,100 a month.
Right.
So
you were there about a year and a half, 2 years?
One year almost on the dot. So,
right.
So we had been there about 8 months, and I got a call from Jeremy Coleman, who is the senior vice president of the Howard Stern channels, and he said, I'm going to be in town. Can you come down and meet me at the Sirius XM for an interview? So
the LA Sirius
XM.
Right.
I'm like, hell yeah. Also, I got an interview with the TV NFL Network, which is in Venice, California.
Right.
It was both the same week, actually. So the NFL Network offered me a job, but said, listen, the NFL Network digs into your his. They talk to your dog about you. Their background check is so long.
So they found out you scalped tickets and had a bag full of weed in Gainesville?
I passed the NFL background check, but it took 3 weeks. So the day the NFL background check comes back, I also had an official job offer from Howard.
Now, did you know Howard called me?
Yes.
Howard called me.
Yes.
Bubba Howard. Hey, what's up? We were thinking about hiring Brent. But I wanted to, he was completely old school about it. And Howard doesn't pick up the phone very often.
Almost never.
He likes to email, but he actually called me on this and said, we're thinking about, maybe hiring Brent, but I wanted to get your blessing. And I go, Howard, not only do you have my blessing, but it would be super cool, for my guy to go, please. And so I don't know if you knew that or not.
I did know that. Marcy told me that.
Yeah. So then you're in New York, and outside, working for Howard's unbelievable. You're never going to hear me say a bad word about Howard, but New York sucks. Does it not? And you were there, you and Caitlin were there right when this pandemic thing hit, and I think that's one of the reasons why you got back home.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the reasons that we came back. There was some changes that were made at SiriusXM that they had a big staff meeting with us, and they said we're going to make these changes. And then the pandemic was coming, so I watched the BBC a lot because the BBC World News has no opinion in it; it's actual news.
And those Brits are stiff, are they not?
Yeah, they're stiff. Do
they hate us? They think we're a bunch of white trash.
They don't. You can't tell what their opinion is because they're so
that's good, though.
stoic about everything. So I have no idea what their opinion was, but they were covering this pandemic in Europe. I was like, well, common sense would tell you that New York City is going to be the worst place first. So we're not staying in any place where people are on top of each other and there's a pandemic. So we packed up our stuff. We threw away about 3/4 of our apartment. We rented a minivan, and we
look like the Griswolds going back to Florida,
and hauled ass to Coco's house.
Really?
Yes, that's exactly. I mean, we got out of there as fast as we could
We slept at gas stations.
Yeah, we knew because the building that we lived in Jersey City, which is like the 6th borough of New York, and our building shut down. They shut down the gym. They shut down, they had a rooftop where we'd go up there and smoke weed.
Hold on, Brent. We can't talk about this here, but you know the chat. You know how chat is. You tell them.
Oh, God.
Somebody goes, Caitlin loves the BBC.
And she likes the PWC. And
okay,
the
we'll get into all that there, but we're talking about the British Broadcasting Communications Network right now. But Caitlin's BBC probably is a tick different than that. Hatley, is this the thinnest you've ever been?
This is the thinnest I've been,
since you were at Rob Kahn's?
No, this is the thinnest I've been since I was a Marine.
For real?
Yeah, I was even weighed a little bit more of this when I was at Rob Kahn's.
Now, what if you just, are you training? Are you just eating differently? Like what?
I'm lifting weights. I'm having lots of sex and not eating nearly as much as I used to. I used to smash the food, and these days, not so much.
Now, do you remember when I got married, buddy, we were trying to actually get you to 260?
Yeah.
You remember that? We had a contest, and we were trying to get you to I think the highest you made it was 251 or something like that.
Yeah, because you guys would order in Sonic for me, and it would be 3 or 4 burgers and chocolate shakes.
It was a thing we were trying to and you were like, yeah, let's get as fast as I can.
And then I'll show you how I can lose it.
You want to get fat so you could lose it.
Yeah, and I got really fat. If you look at a picture, there's a picture I have. I have one picture of me with Howard, and it's at his birthday party in 06. Bubba and I were both there.
Oh, I was looking good as hell.
You were looking great, and I'm standing next to Howard, and I look like a huge blob.
Ew.
Is that where we had to kayfabe?
Yes. Yeah, that was the biggest kayfabe of all, and we pulled it off.
I know, and you know what, Brent? I mean, even Blitz. I don't know, other than Doug Goodstein, if anybody. I don't even know that
Goodstein and Scott DePace
are the only two that know the kayfabe.
Oh, and one more guy, Baba Booey. Those 3.
And Baba Booey.
Yep, those 3.
I remember Baba Booey come to me and goes, Bubba, what kind of deal do you got going on around here? What the are you doing? I'm like, Baba Booey, just make sure all that footage is gone.
You know what? You got to give those guys credit for being men's men.
Yes, they were. They covered it. And I think Robin and Howard knew a little bit about it.
Yeah, and they're old school too, like that. But,
right.
But those guys were men.
But I was in a little bit of a conundrum, and I had to go to Hatley, and I go, Hatley, you got to get a hold of Goodstein and stuff, and there's some stuff that's got to disappear around here.
Yeah.
And that was our first week there.
Yeah.
They should have known we were going to be problems, Hatley. We're already asking the K5 stuff.
And then all that Baba Booey said was that next week he came in and goes, Bubba and Brent are a lot of trouble. It's good trouble, but they're a lot of trouble.
Donkey Teeth gifted 14 subs and Thuggish Ruggish Nerd 1,000 bits.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Thuggish Ruggish Nerd's awesome. Love that guy.
So listen, I'm going to wrap it up here. I got so many questions for you. And if it's okay with you and Caitlin, I wanted to do kind of the state of the Hatley.
Sure.
And the one thing about you and Caitlin is that you are so transparent and very honest about what you're doing and what you're into. And her OnlyFans and a couple other ways that she monetizes her content. And I think that my fans would, a lot of them don't really know what Caitlin's doing or you're doing.
I had 2 people message me. They're like, man, you need to make sure you ask questions about they're really doing. I said, they talk about it everywhere. Like, what are you talking about?
LM Close, 10,000 bits for the Hatleys. How about that?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, listen, Caitlin's going to say, I like,
They don't hide it.
There's nothing. Yeah.
Go to CaitlinHatley.com and you can see it all right there.
How about our OnlyFans?
Yeah, well, that site's links to all of OnlyFans, Cameo.
I wish you were this IT savvy when you worked for me, you son of a bitch. Anyway, Brent, we're going to have you guys back in about 15 minutes.
Awesome.
It's the state of the Hatleys. No holds bar. Caitlin, your new set of Diacos are quite scrumptious.
Thank you.
French girl,
Dan,
1,000 bits.
Blitz. I'm sorry. Brent, can we verify that those are like less than a year old Diacos? Are they not?
They're a little bit more than that, but they are Diacos.
Authentic.
Yeah.
They are authentic Diacos.
Authentic.
We will be back in 15 minutes. The State of the Hatleys on our YouTube and our Facebook channels. See you then.